In week number 2, both teams coming in at 1-0 as the Raiders are coming out onto the field for tonight's ball game. Welcome back to YouTube Live. I'm Jeremy Suter. I've got my co-host here, the one and only Larry Carlson. Larry, this is a nice place for football.
It's a very beautiful stadium, Bob Murphy Stadium. I had a couple of people ask me on the way in here if this is Bob Murphy, father of TJ Murphy, now at Wapsie Valley. And I believe we did some crack research and we found out this is a different Bob Murphy.
Different Bob Murphy that used to be a principal and coach here at Williamsburg. Just ironic and kind of crazy that it would be the same name.
Correct.
Of a legend in the WAMAC, Bob Murphy from West Delaware.
That is correct. But it's a beautiful night for football. I appreciate you asking me to give me a chance to come on down and call a football game with you. There's not, very few clouds in the sky. The sun's setting in the west. And overall, a beautiful football stadium. Great place for us to play football tonight.
We are approaching the national anthem. Once that begins, we will step away. I will go ahead and put up the Bobcats take the field over in that end zone. We'll do our best to keep the camera in the most opportune position. If you joined us for baseball, it's going to be very similar to baseball and softball, but hopefully we can give you a little entertainment here on a Friday night. I know some of our fans will be staying at home, and this gives them an opportunity to watch some football.
Absolutely. They're doing starting lineups tonight. As they go through the starting lineups, it gives us a chance to just double check, make sure everybody's hearing things well. If you can't, hit us up, either text message for those that have us numbers, email the school. That's like a legendary email right there, if I've ever heard of one. Correct.
For the Bobcats, you got your D ends, Ethan Wyrather and Jackson Snicker. The D tackles are Roos and Mayhem. Corners are Book and Ryan Chumlin. Linebackers, Schmucker, Turner, and Wallace. Strong safeties, Tyler Atkinson, and your free safety is Jacob Breck. I'm not sure if they're exactly going to run a 4-3 tonight, which is what I put on the screen here. 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers. But that's your typical look. You know, Patriots run a 3-4.
Correct.
More linebackers, 1 D tackle, a couple ends. And on the offensive, we call Isaac Creed maybe a fullback. Jacob Bregg's maybe your halfback or wide receiver. Lawrence Wallace, your running back. We've got the national anthem coming. We're going to step away. We'll be back momentarily.
This means I'm live.
played softball down here this summer. The crowd was very loud. And a lot of people talk to me about not being able to hear anything. So we're going to hope that you can hear it this game. The
Yes.
crowd gets up a little bit. You might not be able to hear it completely, but we're doing the best job we can do.
Absolutely. And it was good to hear that we had a little Southern Iowa welcome call as our kids ran in. There was a little bit of well, some people say the Bluebirds, but it sounded like there was a little Bluebird in there that I kind of liked it. It was kind of razzed our guys a little.
Oh, the Williamsburg crowd?
Yeah.
That means they're scared.
I think so.
All right, some stats for your Bobcats. Bobcats only played one game. They had a victory last week against Benton, 28-21. In that game, leading in passing, Colin Book was 8 for 13 with 84 yards and a touchdown. Colin Book also led the Bobcats in rushing with 12 carries for 140 yards and a touchdown. Lawrence Wallace carried the ball 18 times, 84 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Reck had 1 carry for -1 yards, but he made up for it in receiving as he with 5 catches, 54 yards and a touchdown. Landon Schmucker had 2 catches for 25 yards. Isaac Reed 1 for 5. Leading in tackles, Cade Timmerman had 8.5. He also had 1 of the 2 interceptions the Bobcats claimed last week. Leading in sacks, Austin Roos had 1.5 sacks. You can kind of see the stats as they go down. A lot of people contributed to the defense with the tackles. 3 sacks total, 2 interceptions on defense. We'll take a look at the comparison for tonight. The Bobcats were outpassed by Williamsburg last week. Williamsburg, I apologize, I'm not sure who they played last week, but they won.
Solon.
Solon.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, that's why you would only have 180 total yards in a game against Solon, but a big win for Williamsburg. They had 134 passing, 56 rushing. They also, their defense did produce 3 sacks and 1 interception. Bobcats, 84 yards passing, 178 rushing, 3 sacks and 2 interceptions. So it's it appears via the stats that Williamsburg may want to pass more, and the Bobcats may want to rush more. But knowing the newcomer, Colin Book, he is a dual threat. He can throw it, he can run it, which gives the Bobcats a good advantage there. That Williamsburg can't really game plan for one type of system. Doc Stenberg, your white hat tonight, as he calls out that Williamsburg will receive the opening kickoff. As they only send one captain out, they stay far apart even though they're about to tackle each other.
Yes. But they're going to, disinfect things. They're going to do things. There's safety protocols in place. Yes.
Perel in their pants?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can do that here. In baseball, that's illegal because then you can start throwing spitballs and other things like that. So.
That is very true. As we are getting ready for some kick-off Bobcat football. As you may know, the Bobcat Stadium was injured during the derecho. So we are not playing any home football games. We're on the road.
We're playing home football games.
Football games on the road.
Yes.
Which begins next week.
Yes.
We play in this stadium.
Correct.
Against Oskaloosa.
Yes.
That will look a little weird. But I mean, if you flip that W to the right and take some spray paint and move it in, you can make a B.
Yes, you could. Absolutely. Oskaloosa is the the hometown of a Mrs. April Carlson. So, yes, that will be a good game, interesting thing. I even think she has some classmates that are coaching there, so it will be a good thing. Talked with co-head coach Jeff Zittergren today. He said number 10, Levi Weldon, is who we're going to be looking for.
All right, and the kickoff is kicked. Williamsburg will return it with number 24, Carson Huddapole. He's taken down at about the 27-yard line, and the Raiders will start 1st and 10.
Good coverage there by the Bobcats. Good blocking, but good to see our guys running through there, being very ferocious and going down and chasing after the ball carrier.
quarterback, number 10, Levi Weldon. He'll take it. He'll hand it right up the middle, and he's stuffed. Bobcats D tackles got in there. Snicker, Roos, Wyrather. Taking down the running back, number 45, Riley Holt.
Yeah, as a coaching staff, that's exactly what you want to see. People played at home. They were penetrating gaps. They did a great job of just doing their job and gave them no lanes to find any openings.
Second down and 12.
Williamsburg is not huddling, so they're forcing Benton to show their defense.
Here's the pass to number 13, complete. Jake Weber for about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice pass because there was a little bit of pressure applied there by, I believe that was Ethan Wyrather. And that kind of made things difficult, but Weldon, you know, he's what he's billed to be by Coach Zittergren. He made a nice play, and our coverage is right there to bring him down after a short gain. Bringing up 3rd down and 8 right now for the Raiders.
3rd down and 8. We'll see what the Bobcats come with.
Oh.
An incomplete pass. I believe I wasn't looking.
It was incomplete. We had good coverage. We also had good pressure off the edge. Cade Timmerman looked like he was, quote, in the spy position. You might hear some people talk about that, but as Weldon was rolling to his right, Timmerman was following him and just making sure like that he was going to pass it. And when he was getting to the edge, Cade then started to put pressure on him. The ball bounced off the Raiders' receiver's hands, and we had a shot at it. We just couldn't quite haul it in.
Egan Hendrickson bobbles the snap, punts it away. Jacob Breck calls for a fair catch and makes it. As Chumlin right there as well. The Bobcats will take over for their first possession.
Yep, your 3 goals in punt return. Number 1, when they blow the whistle, we still have the football. Number 2, you get as many yards as you possibly can. Number 3, you try tipping over as many guys on the other team as you possibly can.
Colin Book. Not under center, but behind center for the Bobcats. Lawrence Wallace right next to him. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Wallace. Wallace through the middle. Gains about 6, maybe 5. What a nice rush to start the game.
Absolutely. That's the belly play. Right off tackle. They leave the end. They make him decide, is he going to tackle the running back or is he going to go after the quarterback? A Benton staple play for a long time.
Second down and 4 with 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. No score. Breck in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff to Wallace. Book tried to pull it out, but there was Raiders wrapped around Wallace, and he'll gain maybe a half yard.
Yep, that's the same play again. They thought, well, worked pretty well going to the left. Let's try going to the right, test the defense. And like you said, you could see Book was trying to pull it, but he didn't. I don't think he had a good feel for it. So the rule is, if when in doubt, give it, and it's going to be a good play because usually the ball's not going to be on the ground.
Wallace let go there.
Yes.
Book lets go. Boom.
Yeah.
Raiders can convert. Here we go. Third down and 4. Third down and 3. Trips right. Now Timmerman comes right. Full package to the right. The snap rolls to the right is Book. Book's going to throw it wide open to Breck. He makes the catch. First down Bobcats and into Raider territory.
So that was a little flood route. They ran people off, ran people deep. Breck just slipped out in the flats. Book actually probably could have ran it for a first down too, but good job getting the ball into a playmaker's hands, let him do things in space. That's the name of the game in football right now.
Space and pace. That's basketball too.
Yeah, it is basketball.
First and 10. Bobcats throw Breck this time just to the right of Book in the backfield. Now we got a flag. Probably a false start for the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Coach Stenberg will call it. That's a 5-yard penalty. I believe that's Mr. Freeze. In the back there. With the flag picking it up.
He's the umpire. There's 2 other gentlemen that are not. They're Cedar Rapids, Lynn County people.
Cedar Rapids, Lynn County. There we go.
Yes.
A couple of Bobcat land. The refs.
Looks like Timmerman just shifted sides. They ran the belly play again. They're doing a good job of setting it up. They're pounding this off the left tackle. They're trying to establish that threat, because the more you can establish belly by giving it, by picking up 4 or 5 yards, the more that the linebackers have to start committing, the more that your D-backs start thinking more run than they do pass, and then that opens up your play action pass. Looks like we have trips to the left, shifting it over. It's going to be an unbalanced formation with Cade moving to the left.
Pass is complete to Brick. We're going to do a couple sound checks quick, just see if we can get this microphone up.
Absolutely.
Test, test, test. See if we can get this up. The Bobcats are going to third down and 10. Brings up third down and 10 for the Bobcats. Attempt to complete a long third down here.
And I apologize once again. We are just trying to get this microphone to react a little bit different.
Yep.
Say
So we're
something.
gonna go ahead and we'll call it here. Just realize that this is amateur hour now, because Mr. Shooter is definitely the better one of the color call here. I just try to fill in the blanks here a little bit.
All right, we're going to try this again.
All right, let's do a little mic check.
As we go to 4th down and 10. And the Bobcats with an incomplete pass. 7:14 left. All right, we've got the okay sound.
From the back in the home office. What do you call those people that run these? The producer.
A producer.
Producer says it's good. It's a timeout called by I'm not sure, I didn't hear the call on who the call of timeout was.
I believe what this is this is the COVID automatic timeout that they have, so that they can disinfect the balls. They change things out a little bit. Little water break. The officials are out there doing a little hand sanitizer as well.
All right, sounds like we've got better audio. We're getting some good feedback from people. Everybody can hear Larry. Now I cut out again. This is the first time we've ever run 2 headsets, so bear with us. Okay. I think I know the problem.
While Mr. Suter's working that out, I'm just going to let you know Bobcats have a man in motion. That's Chelmlin in motion, going from left to right. Quick kick by Book. Williamsburg man number 5 came running up. Made a fielding catch.
All right, we're going to try this now and see if this makes a difference. We got some good input that we were getting good sound on other graphics, but the main graphic we are not able to hear. So now we are trying this main graphic.
Please keep giving us that feedback so we know what's going on, so we can give you a good quality product for the rest of the game.
Williamsburg ball. There we go. We got that's better. All right. All right, there is a 8-yard run. The nice thing is the video, so you can at least see. And the problem has been solved.
The problem has been solved.
The problem has been solved. We are at 2nd down and 2 with 6:39 left in the first quarter. Williamsburg ball. Both teams failed to score on their first possession. And a run to the right, first down for Williamsburg.
That was number 24 on the carry.
All right, so now we might have an issue with Larry's mic, but I think we maybe got it. We'll check here in a second. Now there's a deep pass down the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage by Breck as Steinmetz was going for the reception.
Yep,
talk.
that is solid. I mean, that's a great play call by Williamsburg. They've ran it, whereas their first drive, they went 1 run, 2 passes, and then they had to punt. Here they've had a little mojo with running, and then they went for a little play-action long pass to try to make it where maybe Benton was sleeping a little bit. Here we got a little dive up the middle. D-line answers the call again, plugging up some gaps right there to make sure that there is no little lanes there. Only a gain of 2 on that play.
All right, we are still in a little bit of a trial period here. We're going to see if that made a difference. Larry's mic sounds good to some and not to others. So we apologize once again. We are definitely not Monday Night Football. There's a handoff.
Yet.
And hit in the backfield. Taken down by Lawrence Wallace.
Definitely not Monday Night Football yet.
Yeah, this is the first
Yeah.
YouTube Live football broadcast that has been done in the history of the Benton Community
Thank
Schools.
you.
So, sometimes.
And Bobcat fans listening at home, here's something that's kind of fun to see, exciting to see. After that play, our defense was hopping around, showing a little positive emotion. That's a good thing.
There's the punt. Decent punt towards the sideline, and Breck will just let it go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
That's a good eye. That's exactly where they spotted it.
We have been told that it is good now.
Yep.
I know on my end what needs to happen so this does not happen again. Bobcat land, you came through in the clutch there, giving us updates. Because guess what? We can't hear the broadcast when we're giving it.
That is correct. And we apologize.
Apparently I'm breathing very heavily. I'm sorry, I was stressful trying to figure this out. So I will try and limit my breathing. There's a little pop pass to Breck. He gets by 1, cannot get by the next 2, and he'll be dropped in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Brecky had some pretty good success with last year was basically what they do is they bring him in motion. The quarterback catches it, just kind of pops it forward. So if Breck were to drop the ball, if there was a bad exchange there between quarterback and running back, it's just an incomplete pass. Now, if he's holding on to it and him and Breck have a little mishandle, then it's a fumble. So very good strategy on the Benton coaching staff.
Now Sam Wallace in motion. Book will keep it. Book up the middle, little spin. Gets hit. He'll pick up about 4, almost back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to give some shout-outs to Ben Seek, Kim Fisher, Justin Little. They all came through in the clutch there. Thanks for listening once again. Larry and I love to talk. So if we were just talking to ourselves right now, I think we'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But it's very nice to know that we are not
Correct.
just talking to ourselves.
Absolutely.
Just a little heads up as well, we will be live with this same broadcast next week. Same stadium, different opponent. 3rd down and 12 for the Bobcats. Book takes a snap, a little swing pass out to Breck. Breck dances around 1, trying to get to the edge. He does. He bounces across the 30, but he'll be about 5 yards short of a first down. Bobcats appear to be bringing on the punting team, which is done by Book as well, which gives you a nice little special teams advantage.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because he could throw it.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. You have to honor the fact that it could be a fake every single time.
Book sends a man in motion. He'll take the snap. He'll punt it. Little squibber that'll bounce sideways, get to the 40, and then roll dead at about the 37. Williamsburg will take over. We've got ourselves a defensive battle. If you're a Ravens fan, this is your kind of game.
Absolutely.
Ray Lewis would be happy.
Yes, he would.
Brian Urlacher would be happy if you're a Bears fan. The 85 Bears.
So the officials are taking we have another COVID prevention break here, or at least we're trying to prevent it as best we can.
So in this break, they sanitize the football.
Yeah.
They hydrate a little bit.
Correct. Kids use hand sanitizers. The officials are out hand sanitizing. They're just taking care of some business, doing everything they can to try to make sure that all precautions are put in place to keep everybody as safe as possible.
2:48 left in the first. Williamsburg will get there. Their third possession.
Correct.
Bobcats have had 2 as the Bobcats kicked off to begin this game. Levi Weldon, your senior quarterback for Williamsburg. He's in the backfield with Riley Holt, another senior. 3 receivers to the left. For the Raiders, they'll take the snap. Hand it off up the middle. Caught, but still dancing and pushing, and gets it about 4 yards. Good pressure there by the Bobcats.
Absolutely, and it definitely is looking like Cade Timmerman is a spy. He is going to be kind of watching, following, chasing number 10, Levi Weldon, all night long. He's a good athlete, he's a shifty athlete, and he too is also a dual threat, run or pass.
Yes, definitely. Once again, same offensive set here for Williamsburg. Weldon takes it, he'll keep it himself. He gets by the Bobcat front and then taken down by Jacob Breck after he gets a first down for the Raiders across the 50 into Bobcat territory.
Yeah, Weldon right there showing why he is that threat. I mean, he took that ball 2 steps, made a hard cut, and all of a sudden he had 7-8 yards behind him. So it's a good thing Breck got a tackle there to bring him down for a short gain.
They go into a little pistol formation. The handoff up the middle. Holt dances, gets through the middle about 5 yards. Taken down by Snicker. And who else do we got in there? Is that Aiden Thompson,
yep.
Number 15. The Bobcats' numbers, the 5s and 6s, look a little similar.
Yes, they do.
But that's all right. Second down and 5, 1:30 to go first quarter. There's the snap, the handoff up the middle again. He's got a little bit of running room. Tries to run through Book, but Book ain't going to let that happen.
Nope. That was a very good collision right there by 2 fine athletes.
That first down will give the Raiders another first down at about the 37.
Williamsburg picking up the tempo a little bit here.
They are picking up the tempo. They are making it tough for the one Haley Suter to keep up with the down and distance. She's doing a great job over here, though. First night on the job. There's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Runs into his own man. Bounces outside. Runs over Sam Wallace and then knocked out of bounds by Snicker. It's going to be close to another Raider first down, and I believe they will signal that a first down. It's still 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're giving that a first down. Again, Coach Z talked about how Weldon is going to be their number 1 threat, and you can see why they have designated him the number 1 threat.
Definitely. He'll take it this time and roll out. He'll throw it to about the 10 and incomplete. Some good coverage out there by Tyler Atkinson. 53.8 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Second down and 10 for the Raiders. They'll stay in that pistol set. This time, number 24, Carson Hudderspool comes in, and he'll take the carry up the middle. He's to the 15, to the 10. Taken down at about the 8 by Wallace and Atkinson. Another first down for the Raiders.
I would also like to thank the people who are giving us some very good problem-solving tips from home.
There's a handoff to Hudderspool again. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, that was a well-executed play by Williamsburg right there. You could see that once Williamsburg kind of got their mojo going, they definitely picked up the tempo, and they were trying to keep us on our heels that drive.
The extra point will be attempted by number 22, Alex Marowitz. Snap is down. It's a good job to keep that one down, but it's pulled to the left. No good, and that will keep the score 6-0. Williamsburg.
Well, last week we saw the same thing where Benton went, kicked a field goal, and then we answered on a nice kick return. So we're not saying that every single time that an opponent scores that we're going to answer and return the kickoff for a touchdown. But what we have shown is we've got some resilience here that we can answer some scoring. So that's what we're going to be watching for home Bobcat fans. This is also just a little observation we saw. Number 10, Weldon, was getting his left hand worked on after that touchdown. He's still kind of holding it, checking things out. Looks like they taped it up, but might have jammed his thumb there. So that's just something to kind of watch for the rest of the game.
He is a right-handed quarterback.
Yes.
So that is the opposite hand. But still, nicks here, bruises there. You know, when the fourth quarter comes,
that all adds up.
It can change.
Yep.
We do have 39.4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Live from Bob Murphy Stadium, Williamsburg, Iowa. Raiders versus Bobcats. The Raiders are a 2A football team.
Yes, they are.
We are a 3A. District 6, a very tough district. But last week, only 2 teams in that district won. Us, Xavier.
Yes.
Here's the kickoff. Wallace and Breck back deep. It's kind of a shorter kick. They're going to let it bounce. Breck will get it on the bounce to the 25, taken down at the 27-yard line. And the Bobcats will take over at their third possession with 36.4 seconds.
So it looks like Williamsburg's game plan is definitely they're going to stop Breck and they're going to stop Book. That looks like what their 2 keys are. So there's going to be a little battle of wills. That's going to be something to kind of watch and listen for here at home.
They are also looking to stop that read option.
Yes.
Here's Breck going in motion. Book takes the snap, hands it off to Wallace, and he's met right away in the backfield. He'll lose a yard, as that was number 47, Owen Douglas, getting through the Bobcat line. Make it second down and 11.
Yep, that play looked like they were running a little midline right there. So the midline is where they're going to leave one of their interior linemen, see what he does. Actually, you know, Williamsburg guy, we had an offensive lineman kind of on top of him, but he did a nice job of tackling ankles right there. So you got to give him credit on that play.
We'll go trips left this time. Here's the fake handoff. Roll out right. He's got a lot of men on him. He tries to throw it across, picked off by Hooterspool, and Hooterspool is down the sideline, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a pick 6 for Williamsburg and a touchdown.
Lots of pressure there. Colin didn't have much time to take a look. He did have a receiver coming open, but as he was running, trying to stay away from pressure, he was kind of running away from the line of scrimmage. He wasn't able to get enough zip on the ball, and then Williamsburg just had a guy covering in the area who undercut it, made a nice play on the ball. And, yeah, that was a pick 6.
So the extra point again on for Marovitz. Here's the better snap this time, and that time he puts it through for the extra point. That'll make it 13-0. Williamsburg over Benton here at the end of the first quarter. A lot of football left, Mr. Carlson.
There's a lot of football left. That's the end of the first quarter. I mean, put together a couple drives, hold them. Maybe they give us a turnover for us, give us a chance to score. There's a lot of football, a lot of time left.
A lot of time left.
Yep.
And, you know, on that play when Book was rolling out, it almost looked like he didn't see the Williamsburg player. He had 2 guys in his face.
Yes.
I think he saw Bobcat about 3 yards past that defender.
Right.
Tried to make that play and get it. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes those players, you can't see them.
It does. And you know, for everybody that's sitting there, it's tough when you have 2-3 dudes who are trying to chase you down and tackle you to really see the entire field. You know, so it's a tough play, tough position. But that's one of those.
You draft one every year in the NFL until you get a good one.
And we're going to find out this year with your Miami Dolphins.
Now, it might be a redshirt year for Tua. You know, coming off that major hip surgery. Fitzpatrick looks like a serviceable.
Is that Fitzpatrick or Fitzmagic? What are we doing here?
We're hoping for Fitzmagic this year.
Yes.
We're just going to go with Fitzpatrick, you know, to make sure that he keeps his head level, just makes the easy play.
Yep.
Tom Brady out in New England, wide open in the AFC East. I know you all turned on to hear about the Dolphins, so.
Yes.
Oh, we got a late guy running on here for Williamsburg, but he's able to get off.
Yep. He was not inside the numbers, so they're okay.
There's the kickoff, another short kick. Running up is Brecht, and he gets it across the 30 to the 35. Dances inside, gets kind of tripped up at the 37. And the Bobcats will take over from that 39.
Yeah, that was a nice return there because Jacob had to like sprint, go up, catch the ball as the ball is dropping out of the air, and then he's got to find that opening. He's very shifty in that, so that was a pretty nice return. Hopefully that's something we can build on here.
Book back out with Wallace next to him. Timmerman, the tight end on the left side. 3 receivers to the right, Wallace, Breck, and Schmucker. Book looking to make the quick throw, gets it to Breck. Breck's hit right away, though, after he catches it and falls forward for about 2 yards. It's good for the Bobcats to get a positive gain on first down.
Yeah, you know,
right now, a lot of pressure from Williamsburg. You got to have quick throws.
Right.
Set up those quick throws, then hopefully hit one over the top.
Right. Williamsburg's trying to really put us on our heels, see if they can put some pressure. But, yeah, we got to have some positive things. Like getting a first down here would be big.
Wallace up the middle. He's hit right away again when he gets the ball, but he falls forward for a yard. So it should be 3rd and 7.
Thing we got to see right now, too, is it looks like our line is kind of getting a good pop, but we're not getting the drive. So we're getting a good stick. We just got to get our feet running here a little bit and get a little more push up front.
Big 3rd down here for the Bobcats. We need to get our defense some rest, get a first down, get some confidence going. Trips left, the snap, the quick throw out. Nope, he's going to keep it. He's going down the middle. Sam Wallace makes the catch inside the 30, taken down inside the 20 to the 18. And I'm going to tell you right now, what did they set up? The fake bubble?
Yep.
The deep ball.
Yep, that's what they did. They had the now play where they were running a halfback out in the flat. He was running towards the sideline. You had 2 receivers, one that was running out to make a block, another one that ran a post route. Looked like Williamsburg was in cover 2. That means they have 2 safeties deep. Sam got in between both of them. Colin found him. Nice game.
Bobcats now 1st and 10 from the 19. Breck in motion. Book takes it, gives it to Wallace. Wallace pushes ahead, bounces outside, and 2 guys taken down after about a gain of 3.
Okay, now that was something good to see right there because Lawrence took that handoff, and you saw a little burst there. His first couple carries, you know, he was kind of like, looked like he was tiptoeing a little bit, you know, trying to find that opening. There he saw the opening. He hit the hole hard. He meant some business right there. That was a nice pickup.
2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats, trailing 13-0 here in the 2nd. Bobcats taking some time to get this play in. Now they're ready, Book. And now we have a timeout, Bobcats, as
the play clock was winding down. Yep. They took a timeout right there with 2 seconds to go on the play clock. So for those of you wondering, so what happens is when the officials blow the whistle, Iowa High School Athletic Association rules, this is a national Fed rule. When the officials blow the whistle, people up in the booth, they have to start. So your team has 40 seconds from the time the whistle blows to get a play run off. Now, you got a little strategy involved there. Sometimes teams, if they're feeling like the tempo is on their favor, they're going to run that play within like 10, 15 seconds from the whistle. They're going to try to wear you down, see if they can get you sucking wind and put you on your heels a little bit. On the other hand, you can also make the defense show their coverage, show what the front is, show if any linebackers are cheating up towards the line of scrimmage, and then you snap it late in the play count, and that gives play clock. That gives your line a chance to know who they're blocking, and you can get a pretty good, well-executed play right there. So there's two schools of thought in that one. We looked a little discombobulated right there. So good timeout by our coaches. Let's see what we have after this.
It's only the first timeout of the half for the Bobcats. They still have 2 left. They'll come out of the timeout with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wallace right next to Book on his right side. Brecken motion. They hand it. Keep it. Book motors ahead. Carries a few Raiders. He's close to a first down for the Bobcats as it looks like he got to about the 9.5-yard line. It's going to be just short, I believe, of a first down, which will bring up 3rd down and 1.
That was a really good read.
And now there's an official timeout for a measurement.
Yep. Really good read in that Colin had the ball out there. He was not like flipping it to Jacob like it was a jet sweep, but that was a read. And like literally 2 Williamsburg guys ran right past Colin, even though he had the ball, because they were so keyed on Breck right there.
We got a question from the audience. Why are the Williamsburg kids allowed to go past this sideline box?
That's a great question. So this is a COVID prevention thing because they're doing social distance. So they are allowing the players to move down the field. Coaches still have to stay in that 25-yard line. They should be. I know you're going to look and see some like red shirts there. That's a trainer. That's a ball boy. But the coaches have to stay in the 25-yard box. The players are allowed to move, I believe, all the way down the 15-yard line.
Great answer.
Thank you.
All right, Bobcats now looking at 3rd and short. They go with a little power look with 2 receivers to the right. Now the tight ends switch spots. Hand it to Book. Book keeps it. He has got the first down for the Bobcats as he gets close to the 5-yard line. Actually, about the 6.5, but that's a big first down for the Bobcats.
Yep, Bobcat fans listening at home, this is what you want to hear. You know, the fans here at the stadium, this is what you want to see. Like our team's answering. We got Williamsburg kind of on their heels here a little bit. We got the tempo going in our favor. We're going to keep attacking, staying on the attack.
Book takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. The left side this time. Dances to the right. Powers through. And there's no other. He's down at the inch line.
Wow. I thought he made it in there.
That was, our angle is not the best.
Nope. They moved Isaac Cretin in on that play. They put him at the sniffer back. You've heard about the sniffer back the last couple years here, where they just take a running back. He's right behind the tackle. He's an extra lead blocker for us. And
that's Isaac Cretin right now playing the sniffer back. Now Book, I bet you he's going to run it. No, he gives it to Wallace. Wallace bangs forward. And they're going to call him down at the inch line again.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 1.
Yep.
And this is where, if you're under center, you could go quarterback sneak.
Yes.
A little bit easier than the shotgun snap, but Bobcats again in their power formation. Book takes it. He's going to go to himself. Touchdown!
Touchdown.
Give it to us.
You
there
betcha.
It is. Touchdown, Bobcats. Colin Book, the 1-yard touchdown run for the Bobcats as they get back in this ball game.
Yeah. They just lined up. That was power football. Sniffer back. Lawrence Wallace running through the hole. Book just snuck in right behind him. Touchdown, Bobcats. Good play, good answer. That's what we needed to have.
That's a great drive. Back to attempt this kick, number 29, Nathan Rotman. It's down, it's up, it's good. Bobcats close to within 6 points. Is that missed extra point from the Raiders? Could come into play as the game winds down.
Got a little COVID break in the action. Just saw that from the officials.
Do they give a special wave? What do they do?
Yep, they will stop the clock. They have 2 hands pointed on both their shoulders. And then he pointed for both sets of teams to be heading to their sideline.
There you go.
So right now, here's what you're seeing. You are seeing Williamsburg trying to pick up the tempo a little bit. They're trying to get us on our heels, see if they can wear us out a little bit. They also feel like they got a little mojo going with quarterback Levi Weldon. Bobcats there, we did a nice job of run, play action, pass. And Colin, we talked about him before the show started, being a dual threat. He showed why he was a dual threat. He had a nice read. The now was there. We probably could have picked up a few yards. But he did a great job of keeping his eyes looking. Felt a little pressure, sidestep, had Sam Wallace open in between the safeties.
And you know what the key on that play was? Our line.
Yes.
Time.
Yes, and we talked about our line. So we talked about our line, how they were getting a little pop and they weren't getting the punch. That drive, as the drive kept on going, we were getting a little more punch, and we were able to kind of wear down Williamsburg and move that ball down the field. You know, you got to love those linemen. I'm working with junior high linemen, and I tell them that they're the good-looking guys. Not physically per se, but if they do their job, the football play is going to be good-looking.
You know, so, it's the assist in basketball.
Yep, it is.
It's maybe a rebound that leads to an assist. Those are the kind of things. I mean, you need those plays.
Yes, you do.
To win ball games, but they're not going to show up. I mean, assist shows up, but an assist to the assist doesn't show up. That could be, you know, in the stat line.
Yes.
Now, I will tell you this. When you get to the NFL, they take care of their linemen.
Yes, they do. Even in college, they take care of the linemen because they understand that, how important that is.
Yep. Bobcats looking to kick off here with 7:43 left in the second quarter. This one is going to be, I believe, Luis Hernandez kicking. He'll put that one down. A little floater, fair catch called from the 33-yard line. Now, if this were a college or NFL game, we could get a free kick from here.
Yes, you could. Even in high school, you can do that too.
I believe I've tried to get the explanation on this, and I don't remember if high school has it.
It is.
Okay.
It's a rule in there.
It is.
Yep.
So they could take a kick
if
with nobody rushing.
Correct.
And if they get it through the flagpole, that would be 3 points.
Yes, it would.
Flagpole. There. I mean, there's flags over there.
Yes, there are.
Here we go. Williamsburg takes it 1st and 10. Handoff to Holt. He's going to try and get outside. Defense
nice
pursues very well. Takes him down for about a 1-yard gain, maybe 2.
Yeah. Holt had a lot of ground that he just covered there to pick up a 1.5 yards, 2 yards. So that is great pursuit defense by our Bobcats right there. Looks like Williamsburg is showing trips. This is a formation they've been in the last couple drives here. I think they're liking what they're seeing out of that.
Hand off to Holt. He shakes a couple of Bobcats, and Breck has to run him down as he got right in between 2 Bobcats.
So right now, Williamsburg is going trips, but then they're attacking to the non-trip side. Now they're going twins to the right, split to the left.
And the snap, looking for the fake bubble, going up top, got hit as he threw it, and that affected it as that ball went out of bounds. A Snicker or Mahan, I'm not sure which one hit him, but incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
I believe that was Jackson Snicker applying the pressure, and like you said, as Weldon was stepping in to throw that, Snicker was greeting him with his shoulder pads, and that's a big boom right there.
And that's the toughness of a quarterback. See, they're going to stand in there and take those hits.
One of the hardest things to do playing quarterback is knowing you have to throw the ball and you got a guy bearing down on you and you're going to get hit right as you throw the ball or shortly thereafter.
Williamsburg looking at a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, a handoff to Holt around the corner. Hurdles a Bobcat defender and goes out of bounds with about a 6-yard gain.
Got a flag on the field.
Flag on the field as Ryan Chumlin came in. There's a penalty against the Raiders. Personal foul against the Raiders.
I don't believe in high school that you can hurdle a defender like that. And I believe the reason why they say that is there's a safety factor. If you remember, like 10 years ago, Antonio Brown trying to like hurdle a punter and he kicked the guy right in the face.
Yep.
You've also seen like college players try hurdling people and they get tipped over big time.
So 2nd and 25.
Yes.
The other thing could be if he hurdles and Bobcat guy gets him and tosses him, it could be some major damage done too. So 2nd and 27 with 6:41 left. Here's the snap. Little quick out for the Raiders. He's going to dance around. He's cutting all the way back, and he's got a little bit of a wall. Around the end, he's got a blocker in front. He's to the 40. He gets chased down by Roos, I believe. Austin Roos makes a touchdown-saving tackle, but all the way into Bobcat territory at the 30-yard line.
So we don't like the fact that it was a big play, but what we do need to celebrate right there is we had a lot of relentless pursuit, multiple effort right there to make sure that we limited that big play right there so it wasn't a touchdown.
They go back to hold up the middle, and he's going to power his way to about 4 yards.
Yeah, so right now, here's what we got. We got Williamsburg with trips to the left, and again, they're scratching on the right-hand side. By scratching, what I mean is they found something that they like, and they keep attacking that right-hand side. It's our defensive left. They want to see what adjustment we're making right there.
Same look. Now they're going to go quarterback keeper to the right.
Oh.
Boom! Met right there with the quarterback is Landon Schmucker.
Man. That was a pop that we felt up here. I mean, you saw some head snapping right there. That was a big-time hit.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. This is a big play for the Bobcat defense here. 5:20 left in the half. Williamsburg taking their time. They do have the end zone play clocks, which you can see a little bit on the footage, but you just can't kind of make out the number.
10 seconds to go.
And Weldon's ready. He's going to look to throw. He's going to go up the middle, wide open receiver. Flag on the play as John Steinmetz goes into the end zone, but I think this is coming back. Holding against the Raiders.
So, yeah, there's definitely a busted coverage. You could see people like looking around. There was a lot of people who were talking. Looks like they're getting together, kind of figuring out a little bit. I think we know that we got a break there. And the best thing to do with a mistake in the game of football is you learn from it.
Take advantage.
And then you get better from it and you move on from it.
3rd down and 20. Weldon takes the snap. They're going to run the exact same play. 6 is going to the corner. The ball is up in the air, overthrown, incomplete, and this time Wyrather greets Weldon in the backfield.
Yes. Wyrather just uncorked on him. And I'm telling you, people out there listening, if you want to just know what it's like, here's what you need to do. Take a 5-gallon bucket, put it on your head, have yourself, like your son out in the backyard or daughter, whoever, throw them the football and have somebody hit you with a 2x4 in the 5-gallon bucket right after you throw it. That's what it's like standing in there. I can tell you that from experience.
Hendrickson snap over his head. He makes a catch, but he down to a knee. Bobcat ball at the 40. And this could be a little bit of a turn of momentum for the Bobcats.
Okay, so here's what we talked about. You said it at the quarter. There's a lot of football left in this game. And we talked about, turnovers and how big plays right there. That's a big play that starts getting a little mojo going in your favor. So let's see if the Bobcats can capitalize this, turn this into some points. So Bobcats are coming out with trips to the right now.
Book ready. He's pointing out some defensive, maybe at number 11, looking like he's hedging for a blitz.
Yep.
Book takes it. He comes. He's able to throw a little slant to Schmucker First down, Bobcats.
Nice catch right there by Landon. Like, he used his hands, didn't let that ball get into his body. Book hit him in stride. You know, there's a lot of trust right there. Landon's running hard. Book throws it where he's going to be going to. Landon catches it, because if you have to throw that ball at just the right speed, because if you throw it too soft, you're going to get smoked. You throw it too hard, could be a pick.
Up the middle with Wallace. Wallace gains about 4 or 5 on a quick hitter. You know who's one of the best college quarterbacks to ever throw the slant? Tua.
Tua?
Oh, yeah. Go watch his footage. When you got Henry Ruggs running a 4-1.
The only thing Tua did is he threw it deep on play-action passes.
No, he was a slant. Trips left. Book. He takes the snap, looks at the bubble. Now he takes it down, runs by one guy. Now he's coming out to the sideline, and he's able to get out of bounds, and he's taken down a little late there, but no flag inside, or actually right at the 20. Gain of 1.
That was Weldon, Williamsburg's quarterback, bringing down Book. There's 2 dudes right there who are both walking about the same. They got just a little hitch in their giddy up, a little tired. Both of them are saying, yep, this is a high school football game.
Book measures in at 6'1", 185. Weldon 6 foot 180.
Yes. I have some people from the fans that are offering to put a 5-gallon bucket on my head and hit me with a 2x4. I've already done that. I've already experienced that. I'm not looking forward to do that again. That might be why I act the way I do right now, too. So I'm just trying to give the listeners at home a little
offsides here, by the way.
Yeah.
We just missed a big 3rd down and 5 offside call.
Boom.
First down, Bobcats.
Thank you. You just got to tell me to stop talking.
I'm going to mute you here pretty soon.
You know where the button is.
Bobcats now 1st and 10 at the 15. 3:53 left here in the first half. Timmer. Now we've got a timeout, Bobcats. The Bobcats couldn't quite figure out the alignment there on offense.
We were it looked like we weren't sure if we were supposed to be on the left and then motion to the right, or if we were supposed to be set at the right, or what the case was. Good timeout, get everybody set, especially where we're at in the field. You know, we're down here on the 15-yard line, knocking on the door. Good chance to put some more points on the board. We want to take advantage of this.
One timeout left for the Bobcats here in the first half. Williamsburg has not used any. So they have the full allotment of 3. The Bob Murphy Stadium here in Williamsburg's got a video screen, which is a pretty nice looking scoreboard over here. They've got the field turf, as you can see. Oh yeah, there we go. If you couldn't see the video board, it's right over there.
The video board's pretty nice.
You can't actually see what's going on in the video board, so I apologize with the webcam, but you can kind of get a scan here of Bob Murphy. We'll call him the other Bob Murphy Stadium.
Yes.
I don't know. It's not TJ Murphy's.
No.
But 2 Bob Murphy. I mean, if you're paying Bob Murphy, you better get an education.
Absolutely.
That's 2 for 2.
Thank you.
Now, we're not officially sure if it was Robert, both Robert Murphys, maybe Bobby's.
There's lots of
If
possibilities.
your name was Robert, would you go with Robert, Rob, Bob, Bobby?
I think I'd be a Robbie. I would go Robbie.
Okay.
Yes.
There's another one.
Yep.
There's a lot of options
There.
if you're a Robert.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Bobcats, 1st and 10, 3:53. Book. Everybody moves to the right side. Takes that snap. He rolls out to the right. He's going to keep it the whole way. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like what Benton did is they wanted to show that it was a strong offensive left. They moved 2 guys over to the other side. Lawrence moved from the left to the right side of the quarterback, tried to change, get the defense like shifting. And Williamsburg did a nice job of just staying home and making a play.
And Colin Book does look a little banged up. He's got a little bit of maybe a left leg. He's got pressure on the left. He's going to throw it complete to Jacob Breck inside the 10.
Nice play. There is a flag on the play.
Flag in the defensive backfield. We're getting the call brought in here. Holding against the Raiders is what the Raiders defense is kind of signaling. But still some talk amongst the officials.
Yeah, they're trying to sort this out, I think, as far as is it going to be like if they take it half the distance to the goal? Is it going to be where they're at inside the 20 here? So that way the coaches know what their options are.
Holding against the Raiders.
Williamsburg fans giving the seal of approval. Gave the come on ref call.
We've got both co-head coaches over here for the Bobcats talking to the official. Coach Goodchild, Coach Zittagren. I wonder, do they have to designate? Can both talk to the official?
That's
official?
A great question.
I'm not sure if they have to designate.
I think they do have to designate. If I had to guess, you probably had one coach talking to the offense and one coach talking to the officials.
Yes. You got, like a two-headed monster there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
2 minds better than 1.
Thank you.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. I don't think they moved the ball at all.
No.
We took the completion is what we did.
Yep.
Book with the run up the middle to about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, he's
going to
real
be about
close.
a yard
Yep.
shy.
That is just some old-fashioned power football where we lined up. We put more guys over to the left. We said, we're going to run over here. Let's see if you can stop us. Big play right here, 3rd and 1, Bobcats.
2 receivers to the right. Sniffer back left. Sniffer back is Isaac Creighton. Bookkeeper. He's going to be dragged down. I think he's going to be just short. He's at the 5-yard line exactly. It almost looks like they have to get inside the 5. And we're going to have a 4th down and short with 2:30. On this occasion, with only 2:30 left in the half, you might run it all the way down, take your last time out, and maybe just try and power through. You get the 1st down, you get the clock to stop.
Yep.
You can spike it if you want.
Yep.
But here we go. 12 seconds on the play clock. Book takes it. He's going right himself. 1st down, Bobcats. He lunges towards the end zone. He's going to be just short at about the inch line again.
Yes.
Clock will stop for the 1st down. Bobcats, 2:02 left.
That was a nice run, and we have to give credit where credit's due. Our line did a nice job of blocking, opening up a hole, gave Colin a chance to get there. We are looking at 1st and goal on about the 1.5-yard line.
1:48 and counting as the Bobcats run this down. 15 seconds on the play clock. Book takes the snap. He's going to go right. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Colin Book on his 2nd 1-foot run for a touchdown.
Yes, and again, so Williamsburg found some mojo. They were attacking our defensive left-hand side. We are attacking Williamsburg's defensive left-hand side, or you could say both teams are very right-handed, but whatever the case is, both teams seem to be attacking off the right tackle right now.
Rotman comes in. Good snap, good hold. Kick. He good. The Bobcats take the lead. 14-13 here with 1:30 to go in the 1st half. And big plays, the big play this time was an error by Williamsburg's punter.
Absolutely.
And the center on a bad snap. And then what do you got to do in football when something happens? You got to take advantage.
Correct.
That's what the Bobcats did as they marched down the field to take the lead. They left 1:30 left, and we've seen a little bit big play explosion from this Williamsburg offense.
Yes.
We've got to make sure we dot the I's, cross the T's, get out of here with a 1-point lead, go in the locker room.
That's the hard thing right now, because you're talking about you're this close to half, so you have like the halftime, it's sitting there, it's within your grasp, but we still have 1.5 minutes of football. And if you know anything about watching football, 1.5 minutes is a long time. Williamsburg still has, 3 timeouts? All 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts, clock stops on 1st downs.
Yes, running out of bounds, the clock stops. Like, there is so many different ways for you to stop the clock right here. And you know that these teams, they practice. A lot of times they do this on a Monday, they do this on a Thursday, where they go out and they just say 2-minute drill, and they just go 11 on 0. They're constantly just throwing those short little quick hitters towards the sideline. They talk about what are we going to do in this situation? How do we kill the clock by running up and spiking it? So these are things that the teams are well coached on. And we're going to get to see how we defend that and how Williamsburg.
Short kick taken back to the 40 and across to about the 42.
Attacks it, yes.
Minute 25, 5
I'm
seconds.
sorry, Jeremy. You just got to tell me, hey, the ball's on the tee.
I'm just going to start talking. And
Yeah.
You know, it's all right.
Goodness.
So we got Weldon coming out. This time he is with Hudapol. He's a sophomore running back, number 24. Trips right. Now timeout called by the Bobcats.
Yep.
That should be their last timeout of the half. The scoreboard has them with one left. They do not have one left. That would be their last timeout. That's an interesting timeout call. They must not have had a player on.
I think that we were short a player on the field.
And, you know, you think about it, when the other team uses the quarterback as a handoffer, a thrower, it is 11 on 10 on the other side of the field.
I know exactly what you're saying, but I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm watching these guys right here, it's 11 on 11.
Because the quarterback can run.
Yes.
So if the quarterback runs, yes, that makes it more of 11 on 11. But when that quarterback hands off, they come back to throw it, defense should have a little bit of advantage.
Yes.
All right, ready to play. So, I mean, going 10 on 10 if they were to throw it. The quarterback sees that, though. They can take off.
Yes.
Trips right. Hudapol is the running back. He's going to get a handoff to the left side, and he's got a lot of room as he's across the 50 to the 40, taken down in play inside the 40 to the 38. And that time running away from the trips is what they've been doing.
Yep. So Williamsburg's hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Trips right. Clock has not started. Still hasn't started. Now it starts. And Williamsburg's going to lose 4 yards, and we'll see if the umpire or the referee is going to take about 8 seconds off.
So there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Timeout called by Williamsburg
Yeah.
as they lose about 3 yards. Is it referee, the white hat?
The referee is the white hat.
Referee was waving his arms for about 8 seconds.
Yeah, he was, okay, so those of you listening at home, you know this. When you see the official to where he is winding it, where he is like cranking his arm around, making a circle with that, that means that you should start the clock. When they wave their hands above their head, you should stop the clock. I think what the problem was, the clock operator probably thought that he ran out of bounds over there because it was over near the sideline.
But the official gave the wind.
Yes.
As he went down. And
yes, he did.
Who runs the clock at our home games?
Somebody who I think is well qualified, highly compensated. It's a job that is demand. It's in demand.
I see.
There's a lot of competition.
For that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Well, it sounds like you're describing maybe like a Phil Eastman or a Justin Little.
Now, those are people that are way high up on the scheme of things here. I don't know if I'm in that category.
It is Larry Carlson. Trips right. Same look. They're going to hand it off left. Budapol's got room again. He's across the 30. And the shifts a guy to the 20. Got 2 blockers out in front of him to the 10. Out of bounds at the 1 with 1:03 left.
Okay, Bobcat fans, so it's like an inside handoff. So they're handing the ball off in front of the quarterback, but the quarterback's also moving in the opposite direction. It's a hard thing to follow.
Williamsburg comes up, 1:03 left as the clock is stopped. They're out of bounds. Here's the handoff No, keeper by the quarterback. He gets stuck. Not in. He's down on the inch line. Clock running, 50 seconds. That time he went under center. They'll call the timeout, their second of the half. Williamsburg does with 50.9. That was a good stick by, not sure who hit him.
That was a very good stick. That was one-on-one. That's an open field tackle. If you don't make that tackle, that's touchdown Williamsburg.
Those of you that play Madden, that was a hit stick. So the scenario here, second and goal from the 1. 14-13 Bobcats. 50.9 seconds. One timeout is all that's left for Williamsburg.
I'm pretty sure that Williamsburg took over possession with 1:30 to go. I think that's what you're talking about.
It's 50 seconds. So that's 40 seconds of football.
40 seconds of football has happened.
They took it at the 42.
Yes.
So that's almost 60 yards of offense. Here we go, and this time Weldon goes under center. Oh, Weldon went into the end zone, but the whistle blew. And it's going to be encroachment or offside Bobcats, which actually saves a touchdown. No play. Now this football field has a track around it, correct? But there are no lines.
There are no lines around this track.
Is it just brand new? Maybe they haven't put it on it. Here's Weldon takes. This time he gets pushed back. He's not going to get in. Got a second effort, and he stays in.
You know, that was, you're talking about a battle of wills right there. Unfortunately, we didn't have as much real estate to work with as what Weldon did. We did a great job stuffing it, but they got a little second effort touchdown there.
So that'll make it 19-14. Raiders. Extra point upcoming here. Snap, hold, kick, good. 20-14, Williamsburg takes back the lead. 44.2 seconds in the half. Oh, here we go. Sorry, our scores disappeared. Now they're back. Williamsburg will kick off to the Bobcats, who have 44 seconds of their own.
Yes.
To try and put some more points on the board before halftime.
We've got some of our listeners at home who are telling us that the track is actually not a track, it's quicksand. It's impressive that the cheerleaders are still above the quicksand.
Interesting.
Yes.
Observation. It does look very odd.
Yes.
With no lines.
Yes. It looks like one big red carpet that you'd be walking in on in a school or whatever, those red safety carpets that you have. Yes.
It looks like a park.
Yes.
Put a park right around here.
Correct.
You could have your safety fall. Kickoff. Squibber gets all the way back to Breck, who I took a knee. He'll be down at the 18-yard line. When he went to pick that ball up, his knee hit the ground, and Bobcats will take over 1st and 10.
So 42.3 seconds left. I think we'll probably test the waters, see where they're at.
I can see a fake bubble.
Yeah.
Hit him deep. We don't have any timeouts left. So it's going to have to be a first down every pass if we're going to make any dent. But you know what? Actually, we got trips right. We got single left. We'll see here. They might just hand it off to Wallace. I'm seeing a handoff to Wallace. Nope, they're going to throw it. Book's going to throw it deep. Nobody there. And falls harmlessly to the ground as he was expecting Sam to run some sort of an out.
Yep.
And Sam ran a slant.
There was a zig when we should have had a zag.
That's all right. Nothing
Yeah.
hurt. It looks like a penalty was called as well. Legal procedure against the Bobcats. Declined. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So
Second
now,
down and 10.
yeah. Thinking a little clock management here, how we're going to handle this. 38
I'd like to
seconds.
see a little pop pass to Breck on the jet sweep thing. They'll put Wallace right behind him. And now there's just a handoff to Wallace up the middle. He gets about a 5-yard gain. And I think
And Williamsburg's going to call
gonna
timeout. Yep.
That's their last one.
Smart play by them, because they're going to try to get it to where they're going to try to make us punt, because we saw what happened the last time Williamsburg punted.
Yes, but with no timeouts left, as long as we don't fumble, this should be the last play of the half.
Yes.
And Coach Ritchie was saying, but sir, there's one left on the scoreboard. Why can't I call that timeout? But both teams have 0. Both the scoreboard says both have 1.
Right.
And, you know, that's not the official record. The official puts it in their little book.
Yep.
Writes it down. 0 each. Bobcats are going into their safety kneel, which looks a little strange for the shotgun. But this will be the last play of the half.
Yes.
Unless we see a Marino fake spike. No, we will see a kneel down by Colin Book. And that will put the first half in the books. In the books. As Book takes a knee. Sorry, couldn't help that one, Bobcat fans.
I'm going to give you well played on that. I like it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. They're just letting the clock run out. 2 seconds, 1 second, and
That's halftime.
that's halftime. Well played first half by both teams, except, you know, we had the one big bad snap on the punt, but other than that, no fumbles. We had the one pick by the Bobcats, so
Yes.
both teams kind of exchanged errors,
Yep.
and that makes it 20-14. That pick six kind of being the difference right now. The Bobcats will get the ball to start the second half.
Which is key.
So really, we're on serve. Any tennis fans out there? On serve means you haven't, you know, broken their serve yet. The Bobcats get the ball, they score, and boom, it's right there. It's tie game with 1. So
I'm glad you said that, because I was going to ask you, what does that mean?
did that explanation get you enough information?
I like it.
We will have an 18-minute intermission here. It looks like the Williamsburg pep band will play. We'll have that on the screen. We'll probably be talking over that a little bit. As you know, it'd be interesting to get maybe, you know, let's get a middle school preview in here. How are the kids? Kids working hard?
Yeah. You know, we have 28 or 29, I believe, 8th grade kids out. We have 26 7th graders out. You know, the kids work hard. They're showing up to practice. It's kind of a difficult situation, the fact that normally middle school football happens when school starts. And in this case, with the Derico,
Duracho?
the Hirachi,
Sriracha?
yes.
Sriracha on pizza, by the way, underrated.
It is very underrated.
Sorry, we'll get to that next.
Yes, we will. But, you know, the kids are getting on a shuttle. They're riding over, practicing, getting on the shuttle, riding home. So it's definitely different, but the kids have adapted, and here's what I know. I see a lot of smiles at the beginning of practice. I hear a lot of chatter, like kids are kind of having fun. And when kids leave the practice, like they're kind of hanging out, like talking. They are smiling. There's a lot of positives, I think, that are happening right now. So overall, it's good. We have first game coming up on Thursday. I believe 8th grade's home against Solon. 7th grade's on the road at Solon. Is that flip-flopped?
I think it's flip-flopped.
Well, let's double check.
Let's double check that. If you ever want to look up some Bobcat schedules, all you got to do is go to www.benton.k12.ia.us. From there, you'll go up to the 3 lines at the top right. Click Activities. There'll be a little drop-down menu. Activities Calendar. Boom. Then on the right side, there's this neat feature. It looks like an eyeball. You can click on that and click any of the sports you just want to see their schedule. So you get golf schedule today, see what's coming up in 2021. That sounds really good to say. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why is that?
2021 is going to be an amazing year.
Yes, it is.
2020 still has a chance.
Yeah.
But we got to get moving a little bit.
Right. Okay, let's see here. We've got football 8th grade, Solon Middle School at Benton Community. Football 7th grade, Benton Middle School at Solon High School. That's what I'm reading.
7th grade at Solon.
Yes.
8th grade at home. Is that what you said originally?
I think so.
Okay, then it was my mistake.
I could have messed it up too because I'm not going to lie to you. My brain has been fried like multiple times.
And just so I give you an update, the middle school players will be playing their games on the practice field.
Yes.
So if you are coming out to a middle school game, we advise you to bring some lawn chairs.
Yes.
There will be maybe bleachers that are movable, but that might not happen. So bring those lawn chairs.
Or a blanket.
Or a blanket. It'll be just like an Iowa State game on the hill, watching a game from the hillside.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I kind of like that.
Let's see. You've got you and Hunter Semiroth.
Yep.
Coaching the 7th graders.
Yep.
Hunter, recent grad of Co.
Yes.
Doing some student teaching at
Wait,
Benton.
hasn't graduated yet.
Sorry. Student teaching, then he will graduate.
Yes.
But basically, he's done with the coursework.
Correct.
He is student teaching with one of the football coaches here, Zach Sampson.
That is correct. And I know that both of them are excited to get that student teaching underway. Student teaching is an amazing part of the teaching process because you get to put a lot of the theory of learning, theory of working with kids into actual, let's go do this. It's go time.
At the 8th grade level, you got head coach Jake Voss,
Yep.
assistant coach Will Stockman.
Yes.
So some good coaches there in the middle school level. Up at the high school, freshman, you've got Hud Johnston. You've got Corey Windsor. Those are your 2 freshmen. Your sophomore, you got Josh Heck, Zach Sampson. Varsity level, we've got Garrett Albers. We've got Ryan Junge. We've got the co-head coaches, Jeff Z, Kyle Goodchild. And am I missing anybody there?
I don't believe so.
I'd hate if we missed somebody.
No kidding.
If we missed anybody out there.
I'm pretty sure we got them all.
I think we got them all.
Yeah.
A lot of turnover from last year. If we talk about Casey Kroll,
Yep.
moving on to Iowa Valley. You talk about Sean Breedle, moving to Colorado. Couple of coaches that moved on to other spots. Garrett Albers jumped up there. They brought in the co-head coach with Mr. Goodchild back at the helm of Bobcat football after a 1-year hiatus. Hiatus.
Yeah.
That's the right word. So yeah, good crew we got going with high school. A lot, I believe. Every player, every coach on the staff played some sort of college football.
That could be.
I think it might be. You can't quote me on that.
We'll get some crack research going
we gotta
here.
get our producer on that.
Thank you.
But sometimes, gotta See what happens.
Yeah.
Throw it out there and see what happens.
Yeah.
So sriracha sauce.
Let's talk a little sriracha. First of all, we need to mention this about sriracha. Sriracha is not the same as Frank's hot sauce. And for all of you listening to Bobcat Land, I just need to tell you, I had a coworker who asked me, and you buy into this philosophy too. When you go down to the Quick Stop, what are the
Any
depot?
pizza
Yes.
joint.
So any joint, what are your two go-to add-ons? What do you like to have on there?
I'm going ranch. I'm going sriracha.
Pickles?
Well, I mean, sauces. We're talking condiments.
Yes.
So you got to add pickles.
Right.
I don't care if it's beef and mushroom,
Right.
pepperoni.
Wait a minute. Beef and mushroom pizza, highly underrated too.
It's fantastic.
Okay, so we have this coworker who wanted a slice of pizza. I was running a little late. I didn't get a chance to eat. Coworker was working. I was like, hey, I'm going to run down. I'm going to go get a slice of pizza. And he responded with, grab me one with pickles and Frank's hot sauce.
Now, Frank's hot sauce, did you describe that? It's different. It's
Yeah.
still spicy,
It's spicy.
but it's more of a buffalo, like a medium buffalo at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas sriracha, where would you put that at?
Sriracha's like, if you put too much on there, it can turn into like those ghost peppers.
All I know is when I look at the label, there's like foreign languages and this rooster that looks quite intimidating on there that scares me. All right? Because I don't know if you've ever seen a rooster like jump up and scratch people's eyes out or attack people. That's what sriracha does to you. You kind of look at it, you're like, oh, look at that rooster. I'm going to just kick that rooster. All of you that are out on the farm, you know this. You go chasing after that rooster, you kick that thing, it jumps up and scratches you. Whew, you're going to feel that one for a while. So
That's not the road I would have gone down with sriracha, but that's a good explanation.
So we go down, I get the pizza, I put all the stuff on, and they say to me, we have no Frank's hot sauce. So I say, do you have any hot sauce? And the person who was working back in the kitchen's like, well, I got this stuff right here. What is it? I don't know, sriracha? Put it on. I'm pretty sure that my hands were hot. Like, I didn't dare touch my eyes after I got done holding on to the sriracha and the pizza. And I took it to said coworker, who's going to remain anonymous for now. And he was teaching class. I brought the pizza in, set it down on the desk. He gave the people some practice problems, and I watched him take two big old bites. And he was crunching away on that, that slice of pizza with the sriracha sauce. And he stopped in mid-chew, looked at me out of the corner of his eye. I may or may not be wrong. I don't know if it was a tear or if it was a little bit of sweat that was glistening on his brow. And he said to me, this isn't Frank's hot sauce. And I shrugged and said, is there a difference? Said coworker then said, yes. And he kept on eating it, finished it, taught the lesson. I'm pretty sure I've heard teach like a champion. He taught like a champion on that play.
That's right. And just to give you an idea what that pizza looked like, it wasn't just like a couple of strands of sriracha. It looked like a Chicago-style pizza with sriracha and hot sauce. You couldn't see the cheese. It's covered in sriracha.
Well, I watched how the Frank's hot sauce got put on, so I was trying to simulate that. And apparently I didn't do a very good job with that.
Did you eat your slice?
Well, I didn't put sriracha on mine because I didn't have Frank's.
Frank's hot sauce on pizza is very underrated as well.
Yes.
That is some good stuff. So my shout out to Frank.
Yes. But I have, I figured turnabout is fair play. So I did get some sriracha and I put it on my pizza.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You just can't put a whole bottle.
I wouldn't even recommend putting a half a bottle or a quarter bottle.
You want to be able to see it. You want to maybe just dip it.
Right.
Just a little bit on each, because the other thing that's fantastic at some pizza places is the sriracha chicken pizza.
Yes.
And what they do is take sriracha and spiral it.
Yep.
And then they spiral ranch.
Yeah.
And it looks like a little pinwheel
Right.
of Sriracha and ranch.
And ranch, kind of like, at Buffalo Wild Wings, puts the fire out just a little bit for some of you. But
Ranch, I mean, when you talk about hot sauce, a lot of people say milk,
yes.
celery,
Yeah. You got
whatever you're looking. But I think ranch. I don't think you can drink ranch. I mean, you can.
Oh, I've seen people drink ranch at
Drink ranch.
Buffalo Wild Wings from eating like hot. What's the hottest sauce they have?
I think it used to be called flaming, like flames. But now I think it's ghost pepper.
Okay.
We tried it. We tried it once.
Yep.
We had a little sample. We got some French fries and we dipped it in the French fry. I dipped it in probably under an inch, just a little bit on the end of a French fry, ate it, and I felt it in my throat for a good 2 hours.
Yes.
It was not good.
Yes. Well, there was a time that we had some seniors. We went to a college basketball practice to go watch that. And then we stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they thought it would be a good idea. There was 5 seniors that went. I was there with them, so there were 6. So we got a half dozen of the hottest sauce you could get. I'm pretty sure my lips were numb for about 6 days after eating that. And I watched people drink ranch. I also watched people try drinking water, which I think
is that like a oil fire or a
yeah.
What is that called? The fire, grease fire.
Yes.
You throw water on there, it just
It's terrible.
just heightens it up.
Yeah. I tried drinking like Dr. Pepper to get the flames out. Pretty sure that the Dr. Pepper was evaporating in my mouth as I was trying to get it in there because of the heat that was coming out. Not good.
The dance team out for Williamsburg. That's a little bit different. I don't know if I've seen dance teams at football games. Usually I see them at the basketball games. We still have about 4:41 until the second half kickoff. There's a lot of people that put ketchup on everything. There's a lot of people that put ranch on everything, but I will tell you, Sriracha, we make chicken noodles at home. I throw some Sriracha on those chicken noodles. Woo! That makes it good.
Well, ranch is definitely a Midwestern thing.
Yes.
Been out on the East Coast, requested ranch, and I've had some very funny sideways looks given to me by the servers.
And it used to be dill spread. Dill spread was a Cedar Rapids, started in downtown Cedar Rapids sub shop, spread out to the Subway's local chains. In Cedar Rapids, you go anywhere out of Cedar Rapids, you can't get dill spread.
Right.
But then they stopped serving it in Cedar Rapids, which is very, very disappointing.
Right.
So, maybe I'll just contact Subway and see if we can get that put. Because, they've got like a buffalo ranch. They've got a honey mustard. They've got a sweet onion. They've got, they've got like 15 different sauces. And they don't have the dill spread. So I'm a little frustrated with that.
Yes.
We do have some updated scores
Yep.
from first half action from our score updater. Is that what you call that person?
Well, yeah.
Mr. Little is the scoresman, the person that tells us scores.
Yes.
Yes. CCA 14, Muscatine 0, Oskaloosa 6, Ottumwa 0, Grinnell.
I don't know who they were playing.
I'm not sure who they're playing.
Yeah.
But that Grinnell has 14, the other team has 6. Marshalltown 21, Newton 0. So those are our District 6 teams, CCA, Oski, Grinnell, Newton. Miami Heat go up 3-0 over the Bucks in NBA action in the bubble. Some college football kicks off this weekend. That's interesting.
Yes.
It's going to be an interesting saga. Oh, and some Dolphins updated news. This is not really what we were hoping for when we made this trade, but Dolphins are releasing quarterback Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, number 11 pick, first round by the Cardinals. Gets straight to the Dolphins for a second-round pick when they took the kid out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray. And now the Dolphins say
goodbye.
Goodbye. They played him for 3 games last year. They tried to trade him. Teams weren't buying it.
Yeah.
And it's tough to keep 3 quarterbacks on a roster of 52 players in the NFL.
Yeah, and NFL personnel people are not dumb, contrary to what people think. And it's not Madden. They get paid lots of money to study rosters.
And I can make Rosen a Hall of Famer in Madden.
Correct.
But it's a little different when you're in live action.
Yes.
So it'll be Fitzpatrick and Tua as your top 2 quarterbacks there in Miami. And we all know that the future lies in one man, the hope of a generation of Dolphins fans.
Well, we just had the privilege of having activities director Sean Pfiffner stop up here. I think he's checking on making sure that the box is running well. And
it will be interesting next week because Williamsburg will be running the press box. They'll be running the scoreboard. They'll be doing the PA announcing. They'll be doing everything for our home game next week. Now, we have another home game in Benton for homecoming against Grinnell. And that one will be, I believe I will be doing the PA. I believe you'll be doing the scoreboard. And it'll be kind of that old crew that's up there in the press box on Bobcat home games. So we're looking forward to that as well. You know, a lot of this seems normal, which at a time like this is a very, very welcoming thing. And with school starting on Tuesday, I know a lot of kids are actually excited to go to school. The teachers are jacked up.
Yes, they are.
The teachers have been working all week getting everything ready for a hybrid, some online, some in person. And we've been dominating.
Yes.
And we're ready to go. And we're excited to see kids because you know what I signed up to teach for? To teach kids.
Correct. To be able to have interactions with young people in your classroom.
You know, and that's what we signed up for. That's what we'd like to do. Now, you got to do it as safe as possible.
Right.
With everything going on. And that's what I think we've taken the measures to make it a safe environment.
Yep.
And let's go. Let's bring it on.
Yeah. It's go time.
It is. Oh, we got some updated scores. Marshalltown 35-0 over Newton. Muscatine and CCA are tied at 14, and Xavier is up 14-13 over Linn-Mar. And Grinnell is up 34-6 over South Tama. Both teams back on the field, as you can see. We got about 2:12 left. And Mr. Pfiffner back.
The Bobcats, let's go.
You can probably hear him say, "Go Bobcats." Oski up 14-7 over Ottumwa.
It's our pleasure to have activities director Sean Pfiffner in the box with us. We should probably try to get him on the radio here to just kind of talk a little bit. You want to talk some?
We've got a minute 30 left, so
I'm all in next week.
All right.
Next week we'll get an update on the status of Bobcat athletics.
Sounds like a plan.
And I can tell you right now, activities director Sean Pfiffner has been very busy. He's been doing a lot of work trying to reschedule, find facilities. We appreciate the administration for all they've done. When Mother Nature decides that she wants to throw a wrench in things and sends a windstorm through, I thought it was very good how proactive our administration was, our central office, Dr. Ewell, Mr. Embray, Dr. Bishke, getting insurance people in, getting construction crews in right away to try to minimize the amount of damage that was going on.
And if you're just talking Bobcat land, Bobcat country in general, the amount of help, the amount of community step-upness was unbelievable. And that's why we live in Benton County. That's why we live in Bobcat country. That's why BC is a great place to be. Bobcats will be receiving this second half kickoff, as I'm thinking that was maybe more than 18 minutes of a halftime.
Well, it was 18 minutes. And then it is a National Fed rule that there is a mandatory 3-minute warm-up period as well. And the reason why they do that is sometimes teams have a little bit further to get from the locker room to the field. If the band takes a little longer, there's just a variety of reasons. So they decided every team was going to have a minimum mandatory 3-minute warm-up time after the halftime.
Oh, we've got some YouTube chat. We got a lot of people watching tonight. We've got 79 viewers at the moment, so that's awesome. Oh, track just got painted last week. New track after the new turf this summer.
Okay.
There's a kickoff, a little squibber. Wallace fumbles it, picks it up at the 20. Jabs and jukes down to the 25. And so new turf this summer. Boy, this turf looks fantastic.
Yes.
So they must be getting a new turf. Maybe this is the new turf. Is this the new turf?
I'm thinking this is the new turf.
This is probably the new turf. So they're going to paint that after maybe football, maybe at certain times. But here we go. Boop. Hands off to Wallace. He gets hit right away at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for maybe a half yard. I didn't even know we had a YouTube chat.
I had no clue either. No clue.
That's good.
One thing I like seeing here is number 7, Book. He is definitely moving a lot better after getting to kind of get up his feet a little bit. So that's good to see.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd down and 9. It's going to be a keeper, a little swing pass to Breck. Breck's got a little opening. He busts through there, and he's taken down out of bounds at about the 37. First down, Bobcats.
Great play. Well designed. Had a little RPO. They could run it. They liked Breck on the bubble play right there, the now play, and that was a great read by Colin.
Bobcats quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Still 20 seconds left on the play clock. Sam Wallace in motion. The snap to Book. He'll hand it off to Lawrence. Busts through the middle. He's got another first down. Bobcats. Well, both sideline judges have a little different view of where this ball should be.
Yes, they do.
We're off by a yard, and they'll take the far side, which leaves it short. That's interesting there.
Yeah.
But 2nd down and 1. Good run downhill by by Lawrence Wallace. Same formation and Wallace in motion. This time they'll hand it off again to Lawrence. He's through the middle again and busts through for about 10 more yards. First down, Bobcats.
So they're running the belly play right now. And I think what they've done is they've kind of adjusted their gaps. They've kind of moved people out a little bit further. And it's amazing what can happen when you just, as a lineman and that power end, tight end, like moves over just a little bit, what that can do for the belly play.
And those are adjustments. Breck in motion. Handoff again to Wallace. This time he gets hit a little quicker, but still falls forwards for some positive yardage.
Yep. That was a little trap play. We had a guard moving right there. He got a little pop, but unfortunately the linebacker was filling right behind the guy we were trapping.
Good drive here coming out of halftime. You want to make some positive momentum. Keep the ball on Williamsburg's side of the field, which they've got it now. Keep it rolling. Book avoids the rush, throws it deep for Schmucker, and it's just over his head. As Book did a great job avoiding that Williamsburg defender as he was in his face.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Collins got a little shift to him right there. He was able to just kind of duck under that rush. You know, and a Williamsburg guy was coming in way too high. But then that allowed him to just kind of shrug it off, duck underneath it. Took a shot at Landon Schmucker down the field.
3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats. They've got a couple people singling in plays. There's the snap. Back to pass. Rolls out. Under pressure. Finds Cade Timmerman. Timmerman bangs forward. First down. Bobcats. As Book's able to stay alive just long enough to make that throw.
Again, that is the 5-gallon bucket on your head, getting hit by a 2x4. He was probably knocked about an additional 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage after he let go of that. But there's something quite rewarding when you do that.
So now 1st and 10. Hand off to Wallace. He's stuck in backfield for about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, we got some guys that are getting to know each other here a little bit out there. Guys banging in, running into each other. Gotta like seeing that. That's definitely a game of football going on now.
$20 seconds still on the play clock. Under 9 to go in the 3rd quarter. They get the play in from the sideline. Book sends Wallace in motion. Takes the snap, now swing it out to Sam. Sam gets dropped on a nice play by the Williamsburg corner. Caden Gerp.
That was a
Caden Grip.
Yeah, that's one of those, you got a risk-reward play. You throw it out there, the risk is if you don't get a good block or if you don't slow that guy down, you're going to have a quick tackle. The reward is you get a block on him. It's usually like 1-on-0 or 1-on-1 about 10 yards down the field.
Long 3rd down play, throws it up for grabs to Wallace. Wallace goes up and it's picked off by Kobe Julius for Williamsburg. And that's not a bad play. It's like a punt.
No, right there, that's like a punt. I mean, that's, maybe a little better than a punt because it's got them pinned now.
About the 8-yard line.
Yeah. So I like that call. I like being aggressive. If the ball's got a little more on it, you got a chance to be looking at touchdown, first down, 1st and goal. But in this case, it's just like a long punt.
And we get a COVID timeout. A health timeout, we'll call it.
Yes. So we did a nice job of getting the ball. I think we started that drive like inside our 30. Moved that ball down. That's definitely changing the field position here with Bobcats now playing defense, starting on about
yes,
the
we got
8-yard
an
line.
update. This is the brand new field. So they just haven't painted since they've gotten it redone.
Yes.
Field looks beautiful. We said that at the beginning of the broadcast. So we got the Raiders coming out with 8:09 left, up by 6, and the ball as they go under center this time with Weldon. Weldon takes a snap, just a straight handoff to Holt. Holt's on the outside, got a little bit of room, but good running by Breck to bring him down and limit it to about a 2-yard gain.
Really good pursuit right there by the Bobcats. I think Holt just ran probably about 35 yards to pick up 3 yards. I like that.
8 minutes exactly left in the 3rd quarter here. Under center again, takes a snap, hands it off to Holt again, and Holt up the middle. He's met in the hole by Wallace, and he's going to be about 2 yards short. But boy, right now Williamsburg is just saying, we're going to line up and run it right at you.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They are saying, we think we can manhandle your offensive line.
Defensive line,
excuse me. Our offensive line's got the ponies going right now. Let's see if you can stop it. So here's the challenge on 3rd and 2.
It is 3rd and 2. This is right where we want them. A chance to get off the field.
Yep.
In a tough punting situation if we can hold him. Under center again. Weldon. He falls down. It looked like maybe he handed off to the fullback on a quick handoff to Gable Dayton.
Yeah.
But anyways, Bobcats stop them. They lost a couple. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
I'm not sure if that was like a counter or a jet sweep type play, but the feet got tangled up. And, yeah, I mean, another little costly miscue right there on 3rd and short. That's going to work out for the Bobcat advantage getting the football back.
It is. Last time they in the punt formation, they put it over his head. Let's see if it happens again. Here's the snap. This time it's good, but a flag. And that's going to be
false start.
False start. Back it up 5 more. And now they have to have another snap.
Yes, they do.
And I'll tell you what, snapping is a lot like golfing. You know, you can get in your own head. You get the, I don't like saying this word, but you get those shanks.
Yes, you do, especially this close to the back of the end zone.
You know the pressure's on. Here's going to be another snap, 4th and 8 now. That one's on the money. And a good punt. Fair catch called for by Chumlin. And Bobcats will take over at the 44-yard line in Raider territory.
Yeah. So, again, Bobcats did a great job changing the field position there. We had it deep in our territory, drove it down, gave the ball back to Williamsburg on the 8. That was definitely plus us for getting a field position advantage right there. Looks like Benton's coming out with trips left, power end to the right. Put Lawrence Wallace in motion. He catches a swing pass. He's got some room to work. Nice little play out there. Pick up 8 yards. Looks like we got a Raider down on the field. Looks like he's cramping a little. Yeah, he's cramping right now, so. It's not hot, but it's also not cold out right now. And being hydrated, very important thing. Should be sipping on water every chance they get because they're going to be running and sweating a lot. He's getting stretched out right now. I believe that's number 10, Weldon. So that was a nice little play that Benton hasn't shown before where they motioned our receiver out of the backfield, got him moving so that way they could get the ball. Again, we talk about getting your athletes the ball out in space, let them make some plays. You got your wide receivers running people off or getting good angles, blocking. Solid play design. I think he picked up 7 on that. So when we resume play, it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
All right, we're back. Weldon got banged up. We had a little issue with the graphics. But we're back now, I think. You know, what's the name of the game in any sport we're looking for? You know, our players to improve from week to week.
Correct.
And, you know, so that just sets us up for some improvement. But we hope you're enjoying this. Once again, we will be live again next week from this same field against Oskaloosa. Trips right, Book. And the shotgun this time sends Lawrence in motion.
Draw.
Book takes it himself, picks up about 3 and a flag down.
So basically they went trips right that time, motion the running back out to the right.
Holding call.
Yeah. Book, fake that throw, and what you're looking at is you're trying to get the linebackers running out wide. You're trying to get your defensive lineman that pass rush. You try, as linemen, turning them to the outside, so there'll be some natural gaps for them. Unfortunately, I think as we were turning them, we were grabbing some jerseys. But as my good friend Coach Bill Albers used to say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying when you're trying to hold as an offensive lineman.
Well, don't they always say that you could probably call holding on every play?
Yes, you could.
2nd down and 16 for the Bobcats.
Here we got Cage shifting to their side of the field.
Book will roll out right. Looking for a pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He gets by the first Raider, but cannot get by the second. He'll get taken down for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, if we could have just stayed on that block right there. And again, that's tough. Like, we had a guy that was moving out there. He's trying to get a block on a moving target. But if he would have stayed on that block, I think that could have sprung Book for at least another 5-6 yards.
So now we're looking at 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Last time we had this, we went 1v1 with Sam Wallace. We'll see what the Bobcats decide to do here on this 3rd and long. His Book's ready in the shotgun. It takes a snap. He's going to look right this time, throw it over the top. Almost intercepted, then almost caught, then dropped. Incomplete pass. It's just a little underthrown as it looked like Brett got by his man.
Looks like we are running 4 verts right there. Williamsburg did a pretty good job of like trying to jam a little bit and disrupt our timing because he kind of like Book kind of hesitated, like had a little hitch in it, but then he did a nice job resetting his feet, gave it a chance, just needed just a little more oomph on that, and I think we could have had a big play to Breck. We're going to probably take note of that. We might come back to that later on in the game.
4th and 14. This is the punt formation. Book, flag on the field. Book's punt hangs in the air a little bit. Gets a decent Bobcat bounce down to the 22. We'll see what this, we got 2 flags, one on each side. Looks like false start Bobcats. It is false start.
Yep. Probably going to see Williamsburg decline this, but you never know. You might have him, might back him up and kick it again.
Declined.
Again, that just goes back to anytime it's kick return, punt return, basically there's 3 rules. Number 1, when the whistle blows, make sure that you have possession of the ball. Number 2, get as many yards as you can. Number 3, try to tip over as many guys as you can when you're blocking.
So still under center is the Raiders, and they'll hand it off this time to the sophomore. Great tackle by Jacob Breck, and he's been all over the field.
Yes, he has.
That's Hootapool.
The thing I like about that tackle, too, is, Jacob had very good closing speed, but he hit and wrapped, and as he was wrapping, he was ripping at the ball, trying to get that thing out, trying to create a turnover.
Rip? No. Hit, wrap, rip.
Thank you.
Sounds like a quote from Dodgeball.
Dodge,
dip,
duck.
Dodge, duck, and dodge.
Thank you.
Here's the snap. Drops back to pass. He's going to go deep down the sideline. Chumlin's there and makes a great play on it to knock it down. As Chumlin's closing speed helped a ton there.
That was big. Like, their receiver got a pretty good release off the line of scrimmage. Also big. Chum understood that, and he had very good hustle running that guy down. He made a great play on the ball. Excellent football play.
I tell you what, something about Friday Night Lights. Take a look at that moon over there behind the scoreboard, just coming up over the trees.
That is cool.
That is what Friday night and Iowa high school football is all about.
Yep.
I tried to show it on the webcam. You can't quite see it yet. Once it gets over those trees, we'll see if we can get you a spot of that moon. Under center again. Snap. Fake handoff. Play action. He's in trouble. He's rolling out to the right. He gets dropped by Mr. Roos. The big sack on 3rd down for the Bobcats. And we've got an injured quarterback.
And Weldon's down again. I think that's one of those deals to where Austin was in pursuit, made a great play of like reaching out, dove, hit his ankle or hit his foot, so it tripped up the feet together. And I think that also caused a little cramping issue as well. So that could be something that could be playing in the favor of Benton, because if this guy keeps cramping, he's not going to be able to be out on the field as much. And he's a big-time player for him on both sides of the ball.
And I believe the Bobcats had a little issue with that last week.
Yes.
Second half against Benton, where Benton was able to stick around because of that cramping. And tonight, everything's looking good to go here for the Bobcats. And here's a great chance to, kind of see that moon over there.
Yep. In between the
goalpost and the
scoreboard.
Screen.
Yep.
It's that orange circle.
Yes.
That's what a moon is. All right, he's up and walking, and it does look like a cramp. That's good to see. It's not a shoulder,
yep. Knee or ankle or anything,
something worse. So, but he had to be an explosive play to try and get outside that pocket, and that's going to get that muscle going.
And a nice thing that is good for us, Benton community, is Williamsburg has started this quarter on their side of the 50, and they've stayed on their side of the 50. Fourth down coming. They're going to have a punt. If we can keep it on their side of the 50, we can probably get some mojo going here a little bit, hopefully.
Well, you know, and it has been the Benton momentum right now.
Yep.
We just got to take advantage. And, you know, Williamsburg it's an interesting style. They come out with a second half where they've gone under center, played a little bit more conservatively, which surprises me because, I mean, they put up 20 points in the first half.
Correct. You're right. Like, we have not seen them go under center. I mean, they were doing some damage a little bit when there was in the shotgun.
Yeah. And maybe Weldon's cramping. They've tried to limit his movement.
Yep.
But at some point, they're going to have to let him go and see if he can finish it. Kobe Julius is also listed as a quarterback, number 4. We'll see if maybe we see some of him, but Henriksen comes out to punt. And he'll catch that ball at his own 2-yard line. It's a good snap again. Punt is away, and it's a good one. That's going to be over Breck's head. That's going to get a Williamsburg bounce. Breck falls on it at the 25-yard line, and there's a momentum changer. But that's all right. We got the ball. Let's put a drive together.
Definitely just changed field position right there.
And that's special teams.
Correct. That was a big punt. Like, that's the first time we've seen him hit the ball like that, because the last couple balls were about where our returners were set at, and they were low-line drivers. That one, he got into it and went over our head.
Henriksen's got some cramping going too, the punter that just kicked that. Trips left to the short side of the field. It's a keeper by Book, and he spins off a couple defenders. Power's still going, still carrying defenders, and still have a first down.
That was a big-time play right there. Like, he just kept his feet churning. He just kept on falling, moving forward. Ended up turning into a first down.
That's, you know. Bobcats going a little quicker here. They'll send Breck in motion. There's the handoff to Wallace. He comes around the edge, picks up a couple.
Little belly play again. And again, that belly play, you pick up 1, 2. Next time you run it, you maybe pick up 6 or 8. You know, you just keep setting it up, keep setting it up. You know, I don't think we've shown belly pass yet. There's definitely some opportunities that I'm sure they're waiting to take advantage of.
Sam Wallace in motion this time across to the left. Handoff to Wallace up the middle, powering through, keeping the legs churning. Picks up about 6.
Nice little play, little trap there inside. Line on the move, had a nice block that freed Wallace to get him going right there. That was a good play.
3rd down and 2, and here's these drive continuing plays. You know, we get a couple of good plays on 1st and 2nd. Now you got to finish off this, get this first down,
Yes.
Keep it rolling. Bobcats shift to the right side. Book will keep it, and he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah,
And
I think that was a numbers game. They brought some guys on the backside, and we unfortunately didn't have enough guys to pick them up, and they ran us down.
Big shout out to my wife, manning the computer now for the second half, keeping
Yep.
track of down and distance and clock. This is definitely not a 2-man job. This is
Yep.
I appreciate Jamie jumping on here. There's the snap, the punt. Decent punt.
Yep.
He's going to take it on the run. Spin move. Jumps outside, eludes a tackler, and he's got some room. Down the sideline, he cuts it back. He's still on his feet. Taken down by Will Shaw coming back behind. But once again, you talk about field position. And now Williamsburg's got it in the Bobcat zone at the 32.
And special teams. Yep.
Flag thrown on the sideline late as the Bobcats were running off the field. Oh, it's a
Sideline warning. Yep.
for the sideline on the field. First down and 10 for the Raiders. And now with 2:15 left in the third, big series here for the Bobcats defense.
Looks like our sideline's still talking a little bit to the official, trying to get some clarification on that call. Now we got timeout Williamsburg.
Timeout Williamsburg, as it looked like Holt was trying to signal something to Coach Ritchie. And they didn't like it, so their first charge timeout of the second half. 20-14 here in Williamsburg, Iowa. The nice thing about the live feed is I don't have to repeat the score all the time because
Correct.
we've got it right there on the screen.
Yep.
And we try and keep up with most of the stuff, but sometimes it's kind of tough.
Need to have our score updater help us out with a few scores. It'd be good to maybe be able to read those at the end of the quarter here.
Yes, we need the home office and the scoreboard operator to let us know what's going on.
So we need a big stop. We need our defense to make a play here because in a tight ball game like this, we want to make sure that we limit the amount of. Oh, there! Oh,
on the snap.
Oh,
he stood up, and just like that, second down and long.
That was close. They're flirting with it. Williamsburg is right now, and the fact that that ball is on the ground, and it wasn't just on the ground for like. It was down there for like a second or two, and Weldon scrambled, picked it up, and Lawrence Wallace met him there and said, hello.
Trips right. Weldon tail, shotgun again. Holt runs into some Bobcats. Cade Timmerman over there wearing the best number in sports, number 13. But you notice what Williamsburg did. Went back to the shotgun.
Yep. They're back to their trips play, and they're trying to hand it off. But this time they're running towards the trips instead of running away from it.
Yep, and they might be outthinking themselves a little bit.
They might, yeah.
Now you got trips left. Customarily, they're running to their right.
Yep.
They go with a little hard count there, try and draw the Bobcats. And the Bobcats flinched, but not enough. Now they look toward the sideline, 10 seconds on the play clock. 1:07 left, third quarter. There's the snap, fake run to the right. Quarterback keeper. Now he throws it downfield. It's caught inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line, but we've got a flag. We have got a flag on the field. That was number 82, Gavin Dorman with the catch.
And again, they slipped Dorman. He was the tight end to that side.
Illegal man downfield.
Yep. They slipped him out like he was in block and block, and we haven't seen that play yet. That was a good play call, but unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for them, a legal man downfield, which is a good call.
Third down and 15. .53 seconds here in the third. Still 20-14. No score here in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun. Pistol formation. 2 right. 2 receivers right. 1 left. Weldon taking his time. Still got 11 seconds left.
Yep.
Holt's going to step up again. This is where they run that fake to the right. And he's going to drop back. 1-on-1. Throws it up for grabs. Over his head and deep. John Steinmetz, the one he's targeting. Book and Breck on the coverage for the Bobcats, and that's 4th down. That's a big illegal man downfield.
Yes. And now, you kind of have Williamsburg that's in a bind right now. Do you punt and pin them? Are you going to go for it? Is it four down territory? It looks like they're running their punt team in.
Yeah, they're going to be punting this. Henriksen out. And a lot of different things can happen on this play.
Yes, there are.
There's the snap. It's a good one. He's going to punt it. That one's going to get in the end zone, isn't it? Yep. That'll hop on in, and the Bobcats will get it at the 20. Some updated scores. CCA and Muscatine tied 14-14. Marshalltown wins big over Newton. Xavier up 17-13 over Linn-Mar. 41-6, Grinnell over South Tama. Oskaloosa 21-7 over Ottumwa at the end of 3. Oskaloosa, who the Bobcats get next week. That's the first district game.
Yep.
Bobcats coming out here on offense. They need a score. Book hands off to Wallace. Wallace off tackle, picks up a couple yards. We'll see if the Bobcats are going to push the tempo or go to the 4th.
Again, that's the old belly play, and they're just saying, what are you going to do? How are you going to stop this? Which guy do you want to take away?
17 seconds. Breck in motion. Hand off to Wallace. Wallace bounces off one defender but picks up 2 yards, and that will end the third quarter.
Fourth quarter.
14 yep. Williamsburg at the end of 3.
Your Bobcats on the sideline, your Bobcats coming off the field, throwing up the 4s.
We did have one chat on the YouTube that did not agree with our sriracha on pizza.
Oh, really?
They had that emoji. Emoji?
Yes.
The little face.
Bitmoji or emoji?
The little face, circle face.
Emoji.
Emoji, I believe, of the puking.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's not quite what I had anticipated. Oh, no, of the crazy face.
The crazy face.
So that informs us Lindy Duncalf is not a fan of the sriracha. Or maybe she's just never tried it.
She might not have tried it.
So our challenge, you
right.
don't try it.
Exactly.
Unless you don't like hot sauce. Then I wouldn't try it.
This is true, too.
You know, it's a acquired taste.
Just got to watch out for that crazy rooster. That's all I can tell you.
We got Kelsey Kearns, Jeff Furler, Kyle Goodchild, Margaret Detwheeler, Trina, Jody Jungi, Lindy Duncalf, all viewing in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Looks like we maybe had 97 people. It's not a bad day's work.
It's all right. Let's get a couple more on there. Let's get a hundy.
Next week we're gonna try and double that number.
Let's get a hundy.
Let's get to 108, 180.
180.
Yeah. Let's go 150. Next week the goal is 150. Tell your friends.
Yep.
Tell your neighbors.
Yep.
Tune in. Give the Bobcat YouTube Live some love. Trips left. Book going one-on-one to Sam Wallace. He is open.
Got him.
He is just off the fingertips.
Great play.
And that was it.
Just missed.
Yep. And that's all right. We know we can hit it.
Yep. And the nice thing about running a play like that is what you're doing is you're loosening up Williamsburg's defense right there because they got to respect that now. They got to take a look at that. So, yeah. Fourth down here.
Fourth down, Book and a punt. He puts one up in the air. That's going to hang there for a little while. Oh, Williamsburg Raider bounce. They'll go out at about the 46-yard line. First and 10 Raiders. As this has turned into a defensive battle here in the second half. Some other scores from Iowa High School football. West defeating Iowa City High 49-7. Central DeWitt 34-7 over Davenport West. Snap, handoff up the middle, dropped right at the line of scrimmage. As I see Mahan, I see Wyrather.
Yeah.
Taking care of business there.
Big play.
Second down and 10. We'll see if Williamsburg is willing to just let the play clock run down a little bit. Down to 15 seconds. They snap it up the middle.
Nowhere to
Couple
go.
yards is all.
Yep, nowhere to go on that.
Hudapool.
Great fill by our linebackers right there. Our TNT's defensive line doing a great job of plugging up gaps. There's just nothing there.
3rd down and 8. 10:50 in the ball game. Book, you got it back up, Book. There you go. Corner came out. Good work there. 10 seconds on the play clock. They are going to run this down all the way down to 5. Here's the snap with 1 second exactly. They're going to go up top. Book got beat a little bit, but he's catching up, and it's over his head and caught. Atkinson saves the touchdown down to the 1. And that's Steinmetz getting deep.
That's one of those two, like, that ball was just hanging in the air. I think Colin thought he was a little closer to the receiver than what he was. And unfortunately, it was just out of the reach of his fingers.
Just over his fingertips.
Yep.
They'll go under center again, and they've got their sniffer back right behind the quarterback. They hand it off, and
no play.
Down
Yes.
he goes as Schmucker comes in to wrap up that ball carrier.
Great play.
2nd down and goal. Washington beats Solon 33-10. Or that's the score right now. Washington had a big upset last week, correct?
I think they did.
I can't remember who they beat. Play is a touchdown for Williamsburg.
They ran that one right in the B gap, right in between the guard and the tackle. We were just a little late filling right there on that play. Got an extra point attempt coming.
Extra point coming up. 26-14 with 9:26 to go. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's good. 27-14. That big play. There's been big plays in this game, and I think right now, I guess Williamsburg takes the lead 2-1 in big plays.
Correct, they do. Yep.
And that's where that score difference is right now.
You know, like football coaches talk about it, getting big plays, explosive plays, and limiting explosive plays. And you're right. I mean, because the stats out there, the team that has the most explosive plays generally wins. So we got 9.5 minutes in this game. We got a chance. Maybe we can throw together a couple explosive plays, get us right back in the position here.
You know, a lot of football left.
Oh, yeah.
9:26. But obviously, our mentality has got to be score, stop, score.
Yes.
Score, stop, score. Get out of here with a 1-point win.
Yep.
And you've got Sam Wallace back, who returned to kickoff last week. You got Jacob Breck, who's going to do a great job as a sprinter for Coach Windsor's track squad. So we'll see. They've been squibbing it, kicking it short. They do not want any part of our return team right now. We'll see what they do. And this one's pretty deep. Breck's got it. He's across the 25 to the 30. He goes up the middle, jumps almost to the 40-yard line, 39. Now that one, he jumped, but he didn't let jump go over somebody. So that was a legal jump.
All right, so Bobcat fans, here's what we need to have. We need to have our team put together a drive. You know, maybe, I don't want to say methodical, but we got to have some plays where we consistently move the ball down the field, get a little confidence, get our mojo going, and also put some points on the board.
It starts right here. Hand off to Wallace. He'll go for about 3 yards. I'm thinking right now, if you write down a time, we need a touchdown in 4 minutes.
I think that's pretty safe. That's pretty fair.
But you can't also just start airing the ball out and go 3 and out.
Right.
So we need to get the momentum and then start maybe taking a couple shots. Yes, if I recall last year when we played 7th grade football here, this was a grass field. Now that I think about it. Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Throw is picked off by Holt, and he'll take it to the house.
Wow. That's all you can say. Like,
great play.
Jumped up and literally just, like, grabbed the ball out of the air. Normally that's one that hits people in the face mask, falls on the ground, or skips off somebody's hands. Wow.
Not much you can do there. Just a great play.
Yep.
Extra point. Down and good. 34-14. And that puts a little wrench in our plan here.
Yes. So now the important thing that we need to see is, let's see some fight. Let's see some bite. Let's see us be able to come out.
And you know this is what non-district games are all about.
Correct.
You know, okay, we got some adversity.
Yep.
How are we going to handle that adversity? Not anniversary. Adversity.
Right. Adversity.
You know, are we going to battle back? We're going to put our heads back up in the air and we're going to get going.
Right.
Which is what Bobcats do.
Correct. Exactly.
So the Bobcats will run their return team out. Looking for some magic.
Our schedule changes a little bit. You said get a touchdown in 4 minutes. Now we got to be thinking, let's get a touchdown in 3 minutes here. The schedule changes.
I got an update that it looks like we did get to 100. 100 viewers.
Sweet.
That's fantastic. We got Julie watching from Denver, Colorado. She's actually a Raiders fan, so that's awesome too.
Yeah.
We're glad you're able to watch some high school football. Kickoff ready is Redden. Puts the foot to it, a little squibber again. Wallace tail, got it. He takes it at the 35. Sorry, 25. Will be brought down to 30, and that one was bobbling around a little bit. But secured.
Did you see the way that ball was bouncing or going down the field? Like, it was, the two ends of the football were like
straight up and down.
Straight up and down. Thank you. But it was a spiral going horizontally through the air. That is not an easy ball to pick up and catch.
If that's a physics problem, I'm going to fail it.
Yeah.
So the Bobcats come out, shotgun again. They throw a little pop pass. Jet sweep.
Ooh.
I think we might got a face mask.
Face
yes,
mask,
we do.
yep.
As Jacob Brett goes down.
You just kind of see the way his head twisted, the way the shoulders twisted right there. That was probably going to be face mask.
That is a 15-yard face mask penalty.
Now there's a 5-yard and a 15-yard penalty. People know what the difference is.
Well, in high school I think there still is, but I think they eliminated that at some levels. I think it's just 15. But this one is personal foul, 15-yarder.
Yeah.
Now sometimes the scary thought is a person who thinks he knows what he's talking about. I may have just entered that world right there.
I may have too.
Hey, but doing the best we can. This time it's a fake.
There
they go
it
up
is.
top
there it
to
is.
Wallace, who caught it, and he is taken down inside the 35-yard line. And there's
And our
that same
guys,
play.
yep, and here we go. We're hustling up to the line of scrimmage. We talked about getting that mojo going, being early in the play clock.
And the Bobcats quickly up to
Williamsburg
the
isn't
line.
even close to being set.
And now I think we got a timeout quick.
Yep, they had to take
timeout.
timeout.
They only have one left. We're looking at 8:12 left, so plenty of time still.
So big play. We kind of got them on their heels there. This is what we want to see. We want to see we keep attacking, we're keeping attacking, we're moving the ball down the field. Let's get a score. Let's get a touchdown, because that does change the complexity of the ball game here a little bit. Because
right now, let's be real. Williamsburg is looking and saying, we got 8:12 left and we're going to win this game.
Yes.
We need to do something to get their mentality to go, oh, boy, that's not what I was expecting.
Right.
And a touchdown here, only taking about a minute and a half off, would get it done.
We talked about the schedule. We're thinking 3 minutes, get a touchdown. And less than that, that's just a little bonus for us here.
We're also talking about fighting through adversity. And right now the Bobcats are showing what Bobcats do.
Absolutely.
They're going to come out with their trips left. Wallace in the backfield with Book. Here's a snap. He's going to fake the bubble. Now he's going to throw it underneath to Schmucker. Open. And there's a hold by Sam Wallace as Schmucker got down to the 5. And that was a tough play for Sam because his defender was in front of him. And he knew the only thing he could really do was try and grab on. But sometimes you just got to let him go.
Yep.
I believe that might be called like a levels pass, where you had a short, a medium, and a deep. You found the medium. We still have a lot of conversation going on here by the officials.
There's a little bit of action at the end of the play. I didn't quite see what happened there. I don't know if it was like a fumble, or like they thought it was a fumble, or if we had some people getting up and exchanging pleasantries as they were rolling off the pile there.
It looked like it might have been one of those step overs.
Yeah.
Where Schmucker stepped over the guy, and I don't know. Apparently it was made disrespectful by NBA guys, Iverson back in the day.
Yeah.
But the holding penalty is going to cost the Bobcats 10 yards for the spot of the foul.
So we're going to get
still first down
out of this.
Yep. First and 5. There's the snap. Looking right. Avoids the rush. Steps out of the pocket. Cannot avoid the third guy. As Owen Douglas comes in for the sack for the Raiders.
Yeah, the hard thing there as a quarterback is you're keeping your eyes down the field. You start feeling people get in close to you, and as soon as your eyes drop and start looking at the rush instead of looking at where your receivers are, you're in trouble. So, I mean, it's a tough thing. But
Trips right.
That's why you play it.
Single left. Shotgun snap. He's going to go up top to Wallace. Wallace is there, makes the catch, gets hit right away, but he's down to the 11. And I'm not sure, some people yelling he dropped it. I believe the official was right there and pointed to the catch. That's going to be a first down on a big third down there.
Yes. You can definitely tell this game still means something. Like, people are still competing. You still got people that are getting after each other. This is what you want to see here. And like you said, non-district, it gives you a great opportunity to prepare for district play.
Bobcats set, ready to go. 7:15 and counting. Hand off to Wallace. Wallace got a little gap. He'll push forward to about the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal. Actually, second and
I think 4.
3? 4?
4? 3?
Second is short. Trips out right. Snap. Hand off to Wallace. He's met right away and a bit driven back. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think that could have been a pull. We maybe could have pulled on that one, but I know that the rule, and it's a good rule, is a quick read and a give read is always a good read. because there's no gray area. Go.
And you know, defenses are taught how to react to that read option.
Yes.
And they hold their ground. They put themselves in no man's land, so to say. The quarterback,
Yeah.
What do I do here? Timeout called by the Bobcats. That's their first one of the second half. 6:13 left. We got a 3rd down and 3. And this is a big play. We got two chances.
Yep. We're definitely 2-down territory. No doubt about it. Got a little note that the Krauses are watching and rooting on the Bobcats. Glad to hear that.
Clay up at UNI.
Yeah.
Last year's quarterback.
Yeah.
But no football this year for UNI.
Well, I think they're still holding out hope that it's going to be in the spring.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, and that's the tough part with those FCSers, Football Championship Series, is they make a lot of money from going to D1 schools.
Yes, they do.
They make their whole budget in one game.
Yes.
And when that game gets canceled, UNI going to Iowa,
Yep.
it's tough to pull $3 million out of the air.
Correct.
So the Bobcats, 3rd and 3. The snap, Book, going to keep it. He's going to get close. He's still pushing.
Grinding.
He's
Still
got the
pushing.
first down. And the umpire, or the side
There's a
judge,
white beanie that came
threw
out.
a beanie. That's usually for a fumble.
Correct.
But that's going to be a first down. Ball's at the 1-inch line. And I'm not sure what that beanie, maybe he threw it where the first down was to see if he thought that it was a first down. I'm not
Or
sure.
it might have been the spot of the football.
Book, he's going to take this one in. He's driving. Touchdown, Bobcats. Colin Book's 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Now we got flags everywhere.
I think we're going to have a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Against
Williamsburg. It looked like some guy was, there's a couple of
unsportsmanlike
Williamsburg guys
against
were in the back there.
Williamsburg. Maybe some not so nice words.
Yep.
But that'll be on the kickoff.
Yes, it will.
So do you go onside?
It's going to give us something to think about.
5:46 left, down by 14 right now.
Wait a minute. They've got this marked. Yep, they marked this on the point after touchdown play.
So they went half the distance.
Yep. So we're going for 2.
Going
Smart
for
play.
2. That could cut it to 12.
Yep.
Which it would still be another touchdown and 2-point conversion gets us to a 4.
Yep.
So it's not going to get us quite in that field goal range.
But it gives us a chance to score a touchdown, kick the or extra point, score a touchdown, you win.
Yep. Here's the snap. Book's going to take it himself easily in for 2. 22 to 34. And just like that, it's back to a 12-point ball game.
Yes, it is. And we stayed pretty much on schedule, maybe a little over. I think it was 3.5 minutes that it took us to get down there and score. But
we're on a pretty good schedule right there.
Yeah.
That was a quick touchdown.
Yep.
A big play to Sam Wallace down the right sideline.
Yep.
Gave the Bobcats good positioning. And now, we got 2 timeouts left. I think at this point with 2 scores, we got to kick it deep.
Yep.
We got to get a 3 and out.
Yes, we do. We have to get tough defensively.
Yes.
We can't give up any big play that moves the ball away from. We want to keep them deep, make the plays, make them punt.
Because, when you look at the schematics from Williamsburg, most likely they're going to try and run it twice.
Yep.
And then then if they're close, they're gonna try and pound it for the first down. But if they're not, that quarterback's been slinging it a little bit, and they're probably just gonna run a guy deep, try and beat us.
So if we can
Although
do this
Williamsburg's
right,
playing for an onside kick here.
yeah. So if we do this right, it's going to be about 2.5 minutes that comes off the score or off the clock if we can hold them, which gives us the ball back with still 3 minutes to go in the game. If we play it right.
This one might just be a little pooch down the left side, don't you think? The way
Why
they're
not?
lined up.
Yep, that's
He pushed it right though.
Yep.
Taken.
Oh!
Run. Ooh, big collision. Great job by Nate Polanski to hold his ground and bring him down. Getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell there's still something to play for here.
And we got a flag. Unsportsmanlike against Williamsburg. And that'll back him up 15. Can we trade that for a timeout? Can you trade an unsportsmanlike for a timeout?
Taking that 15 is going to be big. That moves him back. It's going to be near the 15-yard line.
Coach Ritchie's looking for an explanation. Probably looking for a number.
Yep, that's what he wants.
So 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to go to their shotgun still. Their normal set. Well, nope. Now they go underneath center. Handoff.
Oh, good
Outside.
pursuit. Get there, hold
Got
on.
him with the shoulder pad. Schmucker. Then wrapped up by Atkinson.
Timeout, Bobcats.
Timeout, Bobcats. That's interesting. We got one left. 5:30. I mean, obviously, this is the drive.
Yes, it is.
They get a first down, we're in trouble.
Yes.
So we're going to go all in. We're going to keep as much time on the clock as we can. And then if we can get the ball back, it will definitely be a score onside kick.
Yes. Yes, it will.
But as the famous Dumb and Dumber quote, you're saying there's a chance.
They're saying there's a chance.
And we've seen some Bobcat baseball dramatics
Yes, we have.
that sent that squad to the state tournament. And I'll tell you right now, when you get a team that goes to the state tournament, that's a great way to kick off
Your fall
a little
sports.
run.
Yep, absolutely.
So here we go, 2nd down and 12. Under center. Handoff. He gets a couple is all. See Mahan on top of that pile.
Cade Timmerman filled it really quick and from his linebacker position.
And now we got 3rd and 10, and now they don't.
Yep. They're going to have to snap this at about the 4:40 mark, approximately. And you're kind of making Williamsburg pick.
Are you going to go for it, or are you just going to run it? Then we'll use that timeout next.
Yes.
Or maybe an incompletion here would be beautiful. They're going to wait. They got 10 seconds still. Down to 4. There's the snap. They're going to throw it. Rolls out. He throws it deep. He got behind him and makes the catch. Still in bounds. Book's tracing him out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And we talked about run twice, throw it deep. They're going to try and beat us, and they got us.
That's a big play for a lot of reasons. It changes the field position. It gives them a first down. We got to get a stop. Now it's just, let's get a stop.
That little bit of play action probably kept Book's eyes in the backfield. Now here's the snap, a little pitch out to the right. He cuts it back. Gets dragged down for about 6 or 7.
Yep.
From Holt, 2nd down and 3, 4:19 left. Bobcats down by 12.
Holt's touched the ball a lot tonight.
They've got a nice little duo with that, with Holt and Hudopol.
Yeah.
Well, and then Weldon. And you'll notice Weldon hasn't run it in the second half.
He has
that
not.
cramp has made a difference. But he's been able to throw it
Yes.
in the second half. They'll go to their under center option or under center look. Snap it to the fullback, and that's Gable. Gable Dayton is his name. Probably a big Iowa wrestling fan.
I'm going to say, I bet he's a wrestler, or at least his parents are Iowa wrestling fans.
That'll bring it down 3rd down and 4 with 3:20 remaining on the game clock and counting. As they'll stick to their, that's a really tight eye they run.
Yes, it is. They got that fullback about 2 yards behind the quarterback.
They're just going to wait. There's 14 seconds still on the play clock. Thanks to Phil Eastman watching out there to fix the camera. Poodle gets wrapped up. Sorry, Hudopol gets wrapped up. It's going to be 4th down. Sorry, we got a lot of moving parts up here. Just
Yeah, the camera angle, I think, was not.
the camera was pointing a little bit left of where the action was.
Yes.
We apologize, Bobcat Land. That won't happen again. Well, it might. There's a good chance it does.
Yeah. We're going to do our best to minimize that.
But right now, the camera is not one of those NFL ones that they put over the field to use a remote control. It's my hand moving it.
Which is close. I mean, it's
really
close to
it is close to the
that NFL
camera.
feel.
So we apologize. 2:51 left to play. Bobcats take their last time out.
And with the elevation that we have here, it's definitely high definition.
High definition. Yes, it's actually a very good view from this press box. A good spot for our little trusty old camera.
Yes.
To get the job done. 4th and 4 from the 28. They're going to go for it. They're going to pass. They're going to throw it out to the running back. He's wide open. And a touchdown, Williamsburg. Ran a little wheel route.
And it was a good play design.
It was.
They rolled Weldon, the quarterback, out to the left. Our coverage went with him, and they just slipped that running back out. You know, there was nobody home.
Yep. Penalty flag on the play. As that was Hudopol on the catch from Weldon. The call is unsportsmanlike conduct against Williamsburg. Touchdown is good after the touchdown. And that's 5?
I think that's, yeah, there's quite a few that's been going on here.
That'll bring it up to 40.
I have a feeling, just knowing Coach Ritchie, that Monday in practice, there might be a few mental health reminders and discipline reminders.
Extra points now coming from the 25 since a 35-yard attempt. Down, and that's no good. It's way left. So that'll keep it at 40 to 22. With 2:43 left.
So 18-point game.
8 plus 8, 16. 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
19.
2:43.
A kick return would go a long way right here.
A kick return would. Okay, so let's just play the scenario out. Kick return, touchdown.
Yep.
Do you go for the 2 there, or you just kick the extra point? Because you need 1 extra point, 1-2 to get the field goal.
I think
go for 2. No, kick the extra point.
I think you kick the extra point.
Kicks the extra point.
Yeah.
Onside kick. Okay, onside kick. We get it. We go deep to Wallace.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Yes.
Then we got to go for 2.
Have to go for 2.
Have to go for 2. That's 15 points. That puts us at 37.
And then the field goal.
Onside kick.
Yep.
A deep out to Breck. Out of bounds at the 20. Nathan Rotman comes in. We go to overtime. Here we go.
This place is going to go crazy when that happens.
It's going to be silent on this side. Here we go. First, it starts off with what? Kickoff return for a touchdown. Here's the kick. It's going to go to Schmucker, the up back. He's going to go right up the gut. He's going to plow some people over. He's going to get all the way to the 47. So, okay, let's change it.
Yep.
Now we need, I'll give us 2 plays. We need a score in 2 plays.
Correct. I was going to say it needs to be a score within 45 seconds. Now, 45 seconds of football time versus 45 seconds of real time are 2 way different things.
We probably got a score in 30. Here we go, Book in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. There's the throw, a little out pass. And Breck makes the catch, but he's unable to get out of bounds. So the clock's going to run. There's our 1 play. Now we need the touchdown. He's right at midfield, the 50. Snap with 2:13, 2:12, 2:12 on the clock. Here's the snap. Evades the pressure. He's going to take it down and run it. Get out of bounds. There you go.
Good play.
Picks up 2 yards. 2:04 left.
And we got positive yards and we stop the clock. That's a good thing because it gives us time to keep doing some things here.
They'll send their trips out to the left. Snap. Back, just a little out to Breck. He's brought down short of the first down.
Just
so
short.
now it's 4th and 2.
Okay, boys, just get the first down. Get a first down, stop the clock, keep the chains moving.
1:45. Trips left. Moves Lawrence to the left as well. Gives it to Wallace, and he's going to be short. Flag comes in. But if that's against the Bobcats or...
I'm going to guess that's going to be
holding against the Bobcats.
Just where the flag is.
And that will turn the ball over to the Raiders, and this one's unfortunately going to be in the books. With 1:23, 40-second game clock. We need a fumble.
Yep. No timeouts. Academically, this football game is going to be over. But a good hard-fought game. Like, there's lots of positives that we're going to be showing here.
You know, obviously we talked big plays. The big plays were the game.
Yep.
You're not always going to run into those big plays.
Correct.
There's the first kneel. And I realize a lot of stuff could happen. Fumbled snap, that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like the end of a basketball game. You got timeout, timeout, timeout.
Right.
Maybe we need to go to the Elam ending in football.
Is that the one where they kept on lateraling it back and forth?
No. The Elam ending is where you stop basketball game with 4 minutes left, add 10 points to whoever's winning. Like, take their number, add 10 to it, and then that's the score you got to score to win the game. So there's no more clock. It always ends with a basket. So if you said at the end of the third quarter, you add 10 points to the, so if it's 21-10, whoever scores 31 points first wins the football game. Now in football, it's a lot harder to score.
Yeah.
So you might have to make it 3 points.
Yeah.
But the Elam ending in basketball is you add 10 points, and then if a team's down by 20, they've got to outscore that other team by 30 to win that game.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the teams are lining up.
Didn't
they just tackle and hit each other? Can we go give fives?
So the thing I think would be better is if they just made the handshake line, like 6 feet apart, and you walk past each other just saying good game.
Same good game. Okay.
Because, you're waving at the other team. Like, what are you waving? What's going on here? I don't know. Maybe it's just because it looks so different and so whatever.
Yep.
But the focus here now turns to, number one, what do we do well? What do we got to work on? And let's get ready for Oskaloosa, district opener. That's the focus right now.
And Oskaloosa coming off a win tonight. Let's see.
So.
They beat Ottumwa. Well, they're in the end of the third, 21-7. So there's a chance. But good game, good hard-fought game. We got some adversity. We came down, we scored.
Yes, we did. And we kept them fighting.
Yep, they had those 2 interceptions that, in Book's defense.
Right.
The one, he's getting double-teamed, 2
right.
dudes on him. The other one should have been just a deflection.
Right.
The guy made an unbelievable catch. So neither of those, I'm sitting there going, oof.
Right.
Decision-making isn't good.
Right.
Those are not decision-making
Correct.
issues. So a lot of things that we can gain from this. And, we'll move on to districts. Next week, same time, same place, against Oskaloosa.
Against Oskaloosa. Completely different, and I believe we'll probably even be the home team on the scoreboard, too.
We will.
Yes.
Yeah. So tune in next week. 7:30 kickoff. We'll probably get a pregame around 7:20, 7:15, somewhere in there.
Thank you to all our viewers.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
We can't do this without the viewers.
And thank you for all the comments, the things that, the interactive. The more interactive this is, the better it is.
Yes. So we appreciate it. Bobcat fans, you're always great. We appreciate you. Final tonight from Williamsburg. The Raiders defeat the Benton Bobcats 40-22. Drops the Bobcats record to 1-1. Next week, Oskaloosa comes into Bobcat Country, a.k.a. Raider Stadium. Is going to be turned into Bobcat Stadium. If you can't make it, we'll have it YouTube Live, 7:15, 7:20-ish pregame. Thank you very much, Larry Carlson. Fantastic job.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great night, and
Drive
as
safely.
always,
drive safely.
Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats.